my sister's in the Grimes, Dallas Center Grimes district,
Okay. Yep.
and they're I don't know how they're not 4A. I really
They
don't.
are 4A.
Oh, are they?
Now they will. They're the largest 4A, or they're working on 5A.
Yeah, 5A. Yeah, because they got to be getting to 5A close.
Which
to 5A.
is funny because I drove through there. The first week of the year, there was an accident on 80, and I was going to Avoca.
Yeah.
So I drove out through. I went just west of Grimes and got on the highway there and ran straight west and went to Dallas Center.
Yeah.
Dallas Center, which is just west of there, and it's like, how do these towns go together?
Yeah.
Grimes is like a fluent city town,
right.
and Dallas Center is like going to Alden.
Yeah, really. Yeah,
It's a little bigger, but I mean it's different. I mean it's two different lifestyles.
Yeah, totally. Yep. And Dallas Center used to, when we were in high school, they were 2A.
Yep.
We played them in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
And they weren't even connected. I mean, they were close to Des Moines, but it wasn't connected like it was now. Now, where my sister lives, it's kind of by the elementary school, but she was next to Fields, and now Menards, Super Walmart. In the last 10 years, it's nuts. And then my niece, she just 5th grade and 6th grade. She lives in Grimes, and she has to take the bus to Dallas Center. She has to be on the bus at 7:15.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah. Then she's the last one dropped off too. It's like a 9.5-hour day. 2 years she has to do that. Then they come back to Grimes.
Yeah, my mother-in-law lives. You know where the Cuddy's campground's at?
Yeah.
She lives just north of there, which is in Grimes city limits,
really?
but in the Johnston School District.
Yeah, there's that pocket. Yep, that Johnson School. Yeah, that's because that used to not be connected back in the day either. That golf dome.
Yeah, she would live pretty much right across the road from where that would have been.
Yep.
Now they got a big old warehouse they built there.
Yeah,
it's huge.
That's huge. And then they put up some little league complex down there too.
That's in Grimes, out by the High B.
Yeah, that's supposed to. It's like the biggest in the Midwest or something like that.
It's huge.
And Norwalk put one up. It must be a good moneymaker.
Yeah, that won't work. You need me for anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna take out 2.
I'm gonna try to set up that enzyme shit when everyone says that. I think I can handle that. So, is it gonna keep raining? I hate that up on the pole and all that shit. How does that even connect to it? Is this screw on the top?
There's a little
screw deal, right?
There's a little screw deal inside the briefcase that screws on the bottom of the motor. They know all that. Just tell them to
Oh, and we can help with cars too. Greenbelt Bank and Trust, leading the way.
Add Premier Perks to your existing account or open a new one. At only $5.50 a month, you get great benefits like cell phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance. Stop by your local Greenbelt Bank and Trust, where you'll be treated like royalty.
Good morning. Would you like to open an account today? Who taught you to be such a good saver?
Greenbelt Bank and Trust, leading the way.
Simply complete your mortgage or home equity loan application online, or we can join forces in person. You work with the same local lenders. No matter how you choose to bank, nothing stands in the way with you and Greenbelt Bank and Trust.
You're about to discover a powerful new way to save money at Greenbelt Bank and Trust. Add Premier Perks to your existing account or open a new one. At only $5.50 a month, you get great benefits like cell phone protection and 24/7 roadside assistance. Stop by your local Greenbelt Bank and Trust, where you'll be treated like royalty. Red carpet not included.
Well, we're here.
Yep.
I don't know why you would want to go here.
The bank?
Yeah, Greenbelt Bank lets you do everything online. They have a mobile app, you can apply for a loan, or even make payments through Amazon Echo.
What the heck is Amazon Echo? Sorry, kid. Grandpa's old school.
Greenbelt Bank and Trust, leading the way.
At Greenbelt Bank and Trust, we have the greatest team of home heroes ever assembled. Send us a signal from anywhere. Simply complete your mortgage or home equity loan application online, or we can join forces in person. We don't have secret identities, so you work with the same local lenders. No matter how you choose to bank, nothing stands in the way with you, your home, and
Check. Check 1. Check 2. Check 1. Check 1. Check. Check. Sounds good to me. So I'm gonna turn this up.
He might ask me if he's done the offense defense. Yeah. Yep. Just trying to isolate that.
our nation's flag with the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cadet Field in Iowa Falls, Iowa, for tonight's matchup between the Union Community Knights and the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets. Both teams come in at 0-3, looking for their first win of the season in District 2 play of Class 2A. And I'd also like to welcome in my new broadcast partner, Mr. Mac McNeil. Welcome.
Thanks,
Welcome,
John.
brother.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me. First timer here, so we'll see if we can kick this off with a victory.
Right on. Yeah, that's the thing. So Iowa Falls-Alden and Union Community Schools, or football programs, are in a similar spot right now. Both are 0-3, but that's the bad news. The good news is that the Class 2A District 2 Championship starts tonight. Both teams are looking for their first win, but the other four, there's two teams with a record of 1-3 in the district, and the last four 0-3 altogether.
I think that means the district's wide open, John.
Yeah, the district's wide open, and that's why I say tonight. Let's call this it's the race to the championship starts tonight, and so Iowa Falls-Alden has gone against three very formidable teams. Hung with Hampton the first. I don't know how much of that game you saw, but they hung with Hampton Dumont Cal in the first game of the season, right down to the fourth quarter, and then they went to South Hardin. Hung with them for a while, but we're on the losing side of that game. And then last week really took a tough loss to Clear Lake. And Clear Lake, in my eyes, is one of the best teams in Class 3A right now. They have that program humming. So tonight is a fresh start of sorts, and I'm excited.
Yeah, Clear Lake was definitely on a different level, and South Hardin had some challenges with that big running back, and Hampton had some big bodies up front, and I thought we handled it really well for our first game. So I'm really excited for district play, and hopefully for a victory tonight for the Cadets.
Absolutely. And so the captains take the field for the coin toss. Coach Eric Walkingstick in his head coach Eric Walkingstick, in his third game for the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets.
Fourth game.
Fourth game, yes.
It's gone fast already. So.
It really has. We're almost halfway through the season right now. And I got to get used to having a partner back up here again. I've had to go solo for so long. I'm like a lone wolf. Now we have a pack.
Well, John, it does finally feel like football season tonight. I mean, the weather is cooler. We've got some leaves turning, and hopefully the cramping issues have stopped from the last first 3 weeks, and ready to get this game going. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, that first game when it was 90-some degrees, that was something. I've never seen so many cramps in my life. Oh, you see them? So it looks like Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets are receiving as they take the field. And let's see.
No, we'll be kicking off.
Be kicking off. Okay. And it was interesting last week on the kick return team for Iowa Falls-Alden. They kicked to Damiano for the first time this year, and he took it 91 yards. So that's something to keep an eye on. We'll see if when things are switched up, if Union gives him a chance or not.
Well, that was an explosive run, and I hope we see a couple of those tonight.
Yeah, I do too. And it was also good seeing Aaron Stenzel back. He's the interim head coach for Clear Lake, so I got to talk to him after the game, and that was pretty cool catching up. And they have that program humming. So anyway, tonight we have a clean slate, and district play begins.
And, these two teams are really evenly matched when you look on the paper. I mean, all across the board, special teams, offensively, defensively, really these teams look exactly the same. So it'll be fun in this game tonight. England to kick it off.
Kick down to about the 20-yard line. Union takes it right up the gut, and looks like he has a seam up the middle. That's going to be a decent-sized return. Let's see if they can hunt him down. And they eventually do at about the Cadet 35-yard line. So special teams play has been an issue up to this point. Struggle with extra points, struggle with kickoffs a little bit. So it's something they need to get buttoned up. But they're going to start from the 35-yard line. Union is going to start from the 35-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah, number 59 got him. I can't remember. I can't find his number on the roster, so maybe I had to change numbers here.
Yeah, there's a few of those floating around on there. I've noticed. And the visiting teams always don't get the right ones in as well. So it looks like a shotgun pistol formation. It's going to be a give over to the left side, and that's been the Achilles heel so far of the Falls-Alden Cadet defense. His runs right up the gut, up the right and left side, behind the two tackles. So let's see if that defensive front can get in there and get some stops this evening.
Well, the tackle was on Carter Debates and Trevor Bailey there. They're our two best defenders on our team and have the most tackles, so there'll be a heavy dose of those two.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Carter Debates. He is all over the field. So here we go, shotgun formation. And that's a quarterback keeper up the middle. That's going to be good for a first down, it looks like. Down to about the 22 of the Falls-Alden Cadets territory. And that's going to bring up a 1st and 10.
Yeah, Union's quarterback is Cage Sorensen. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 160 pounds. Looks like he moves really well.
So here we go, 2-back set in the shotgun. Let's give over to the left side, and they're making no bones about it, running the ball. That is a heck of a tackle. What a stick. And it looks like Carter Debates once again. Boy, he's got a nose for the football.
Yes,
I love watching him play defense.
Yeah, Levi Hadachek, the running back there, 5'10", sophomore, 165 pound. Interesting note, either his dad or his grandpa was the head coach at BV while I went to college up there. So
right on.
A little connection there.
Hey, you're a Beaver too.
I am.
As am I. Yeah, right on. Yeah, that was a heck of a tackle. So let's see. We got 2nd and 9. Just outside of the Cadet red zone. Looks like Union might burn a timeout. We're not set right, so coach is going to talk it over with them. And so, yeah, one of the keys that Coach Walkingstick was talking about today, sustained drives. Sustained drives, special teams, and control the line of scrimmage are his 3 keys to victory. And so controlling the line is going to be very important. Both, as you can see, Union is running the ball every play. So that defensive front, once again, and the hard part about that is so many guys go both ways. So it's been a test each and every game. I mean, probably 80% of their players go both ways, so it's tough. But they're going to have to get stops. But the good news is they're more evenly matched in the trenches. The last 3 games, they've been outweighed by probably 30 to 50 pounds, and so this is nice.
Yeah, I sure hope our hog mollies up front can control this line and make these guys pass. I think we can really help out our defense.
Carter Debates on the blitz, and he can't get to the quarterback, but it forces him to go out to the flat, and it looks like it's Quentin Yeager on the tackle. Nope.
22 Yeager. See if we can see the replay here.
Yeah, you like that feature?
I do like the feature.
Yeah, so we have our 2 monitors going up here, and we actually have instant replay. And again, once again, shout out to Brian Hansen, the lead IT guy for the school district. He spent a lot of time putting all this together and the huddle cams, and so thanks, Brian. We really appreciate it. And we also like to welcome not only Falls-Alden Cadet fans, but from Union Community Schools as well. We welcome you to the YouTube live broadcast. And there's a pitch over to the left side, gives the stiff arm. He's going to get down to about the 4-yard line.
And nice blocking scheme by the Knights. Got him open and got an edge there, and we couldn't quite control the edge. And hopefully the Cadets can figure this out. Might be a long night at the camp.
Yeah, I'm really looking for that defensive front to step up because they need to. If they're going to make a run at a district championship, they need to be able to stop that run. So here we go, first and goal from the 4-yard line. Union knocking on the door. Quick pitch to the left side. He's going to go right over the tackle. Players signaling touchdown. Looks like he's down to the 1.
Yep, the far side came in. I'll call it maybe the half inch.
Yeah, that is really close. I thought he had it, but all right. Second down and goal from the 1-inch line. Anything can happen. With about 8:45 left to go in the first quarter. Both teams starting district play tonight, looking for their first wins of the season. Looks like a one-back set, shotgun. Wide receiver down here to the near side of the field, but it's a give right over the right guard, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Union Knights.
Number 2, Caleb Olson there, a senior, 5'9", 149 pounds. Seems like maybe he's their bigger back, maybe their bruising back. He went right over the middle there.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run, and that was I don't believe they passed there at all on that drive. So they're coming out and making a statement. They had heck of a field position. Let's see, the kicker can make this extra point. Oh, it's a bobbled snap, and it's a fire. He's going to try and get it out for the 2-point conversion. It's going to fall incomplete, so there's a break for the Cadets.
That went from good to bad to good again.
Yeah, I thought for a sec they were going to pull something out of that, but thankfully for the Cadets, they weren't able to complete that pass. So I'm really excited to see what one thing I've noticed about our team is of course Damiano, his speed, Quentin Yeager's speed, and the wide receivers Regan and Carter Weaver. And they have had such tough matchups in the first 3 games. So, and I know Coach Walking Stick's theory is to get your players out in space, build around your talent, and let them create good plays. So we'll see if they can get that going a little bit tonight.
Well, it all starts up front with our line. If they can get a crease for our guys, I think we can be really dangerous. But that's got to be the emphasis for Coach Walking Stick and the Cadets, and we'll see if we can't turn it on here.
Absolutely. And that's what he's all about. At the beginning of the season, he told first day he came to Falls-Alden, and he said, Damiano, are you ready to have the keys to the car? And so now that we're in district play, it's time to start that puppy and put it in drive. Cadets down early, 6-0 with 8.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Looks like we're setting up for maybe a pooch kick here or a little onside, or we're ready for it at least.
Yeah, he's got some, Coach Walking Stick has some creative special teams plays as well. They do that swinging door on extra points. I've seen him overload a side on the kickoff, so here we go. Regan and Damiano deep for the Cadets. Nice kick. Damiano gets the first touch of the night over here to the near side of the field. Finds a little bit of a seam, gets out to the 25-yard line. Pretty good return.
It's a good start for the Cadets.
Yep, and now that'll start their drive, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And so Coach Walking Stick prefers an air raid type offense. And as I said before, he likes to get his burners out in space. And he gets creative with these offensive calls. So we'll see what he has going tonight. I'm always excited to see. It looks like we already have a quads wide receiver to the top side of the field. The snap is Damiano, a wide receiver screen. Looks like it's going to be an incomplete pass.
It was there. He had some space if he could have brought it in.
Yep. And against Clear Lake last week, he really struggled to even have time. The defenders were in his face before he could even get rid of the ball. So he's maybe a little jumpy right now from last week. We'll see if he can settle in. That's a quarterback keeper right up the middle.
Well, I'd say first impression, our line compared to the Union's line are about the same size guys. It's going to come down to tenacity and who wants it more. So much different story than last week against Clear Lake.
And here we go again. This offense is fast-paced. Another screen. Let's see what
And
he's
he got the crease.
Got a
There he
crease,
is.
and he's going. If he can break one tackle, looks like it's going to be some type of offensive penalty, I'm guessing. But Quentin Yeager is taking it 65 yards to the house, but there is a flag on the play.
I didn't see it, John. I'm going to assume it's holding if it's back there. So
It almost looked like one of the receivers was trying to get it open for Jaden, or excuse me, Quentin Yeager, and that is going to be holding. And in high school, they don't tell us the number like college and NFL, so whoever did it, oh, we got the fireworks going off a little prematurely. Why not? There's plenty of them.
But I like that Coach Walkenstick went back to that play. We ran that the second play of the game. There was a crease there. There's space there. It's going to be open. Just be dedicated to the play.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's getting it out in space already, and you can see it. He saw something in the defense, wanted to get his burner out in space, and so you see what the Falls-Alden Cadets offense is capable of. And that's going to be a big penalty. That's going to bring up 3rd and 20. Not a great down to have that happen on. So right here, Damiano's going to want to be careful. If it's not there, don't try to force anything and get a turnover. So we'll see what they do with the ball here. It's a 5 wide receiver set. I love the aggressiveness of Coach Walkenstick.
I kind of like this matchup of Ray Morgan and number 3 out here. We got about a 10-inch.
False start. Shoot, that's a great point, Matt. There's just 2 guys here, and there's nobody within 20 yards of those 2 guys. So
we got about a foot difference between that D-back and our receiver. That looks like kind of Randy Moss out there. So if we can get him maybe a jump ball here.
You a Vikings fan at all?
No, I'm a Raiders fan.
Raiders,
actually.
okay. I'll keep that in mind. Got Jimmy G there this year. And what do we got going now? A timeout by Coach Walkenstick. And I'm betting he just wants to make sure to tell Damiano, hey, you got 3rd and 30, 3rd and 22. Let's not do anything crazy here.
Well, we're backed up to our end zone, too. So if we get too fancy or too tricky, we don't want to fumble here. We don't go back in the end zone for a safety. So we got to play it a little bit safer here.
Absolutely. Last thing, and I believe Damiano handles the kicking duties, the punting duties as well. And I think he's averaging like 43 yards a punt. So,
I'd still kind of like to see a fake out of that punt. We kind of do that rugby-style punt and get him on the edge, and I'm guessing he has the green light to go if he sees it.
Yep.
So maybe we can see that tonight.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like, you don't see many high school kickers doing that rugby style right now, and it's kind of started in NFL, went to the college, and now it's kind of trickling down to the high school football. So once again, 7:44 less to go in the first quarter. We've already had some excitement and fireworks early, literally and figuratively. And so we have a 3rd and 22. Damiano with a 5 wide receiver set. Looks like Union's dropping back in kind of a 2-deep coverage on another false start. And that was going to be a sweep over here to Yeager, kind of a, what do they call those forward little passes? Pitch pass. Boy.
And I like the idea. He had space out here. We had the edge covered. We had the D-back here covering our wide receiver, Ray Morgan, on the outside. He was looking deep. Great design.
I'm betting there's going to be a handoff here. And just get out. Oh, my goodness gracious. That is the 3rd false start in a row by the Cadets. And I'm not sure if they're... And it's happened each time when they've gone in motion. So I don't know if one of the linemen is picking up on his cadence for motion and interpreting it as a snap count, but we'll see if they can get that fixed. And I was going to say nothing fancy, just a little run pass option. But Damiano, there's always a chance.
Got an edge.
He's got an edge, and he's going to have a first down. There's no flags in the play.
That's a great run by Damiano.
Damiano converts on 3rd and 27 from his own goal line, and you see right there why Coach Walkenstick gave him the keys to the car. Speed, you cannot coach or teach that. And that's going to be a first down for the Cadets at the 38-yard line. Let's go, Matt. What a heck of a play.
Reminded me when Breeze used to get caught, he'd give that inch sign. I almost had it.
Right. And we got a sweep out here to Carter Weaver. That's going to be good for about 5 yards. We'll take it.
And we'll take any positive yards right now.
Yep. So that's going to bring up about 2nd and 6 for the Cadets. And here's this fast-paced offense, kind of a NASCAR pace. They're right back up to the line, ready to go. Union's still shifting, trying to find their spots in the defense. And Damiano's going to keep it again. He's got a couple blocks to the near side of the field, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
I'll call that a 10-yard run by Damiano.
And see, last week I said, I appreciate Coach Norm, or Athletic Director Norm, scheduling the opponents he did at the beginning of the season. Iron sharpens iron. And so now, getting district play, it kind of helps with the competitive juices. And they've seen the best of the best in Class 3A. So hopefully that transfers over tonight. Damiano in the gun, 4 wide receiver set. Give to Yeager for the near side. A block by number 84. That's going to be good for about 6 yards.
Yeager's running really hard there.
Ray Morgan Jr. with a block down here on the near side of the field. Right away, another run. Wasn't there. Defensive line with penetration. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. Yeah, there's not much time to look at numbers and such in between plays when Coach Walking Stick's calling the offense. You got to be ready to go.
And that works really well when you keep moving the sticks, but when you can't move the sticks, then your defense gets really tired.
That's a good point. Yeah, that killed him last week against Clear Lake. And it looks like a rollout to the right. He's got him deep if he can get it there. And that's a catch by Carter Weaver. Damiano to Weaver for about 15 yards, and that's going to bring up another Cadet first down.
Really, we had 3 guys open on that play. He had a choice of who he wanted to go to. So
yeah, he had him almost in the back of the end zone, and I don't know who that was, but he was open. So hopefully he can let it rip tonight.
He's pulled England on the deep route there.
And he hasn't had much time in the 3 games leading up to this, so let's see what he can do when he has some time. Another 5 wide receiver set. That's going to be a keeper from Damiano. A block by Yeager to seal the edge. And Damiano almost with another first down. This will be good for 9 yards. Bring up 2nd and 1.
One of the keys with Coach Walking Stick's offense is that run-pass offense. You can get Damiano on the edge, give him that chance to throw it or run it, and tuck it and go. He's a dangerous athlete.
So I'll bring up 2nd and 2. Looks like a miscommunication on the give to the halfback, but Damiano takes it anyway. Oh boy, that looked like a late hit.
Yeah.
I mean, once you cross that white line, you can't start taking a guy down like that. So that's going to be a personal foul, a late hit on Union.
It's a big break for the Cadets there. We were kind of dead there. He kind of went back, and I thought I didn't get the first down, but now we're going to have, 1st and 10 from the goal here?
Yep, that was a broken play. Damiano looked one way for the running back, and he was on the other side of him. So that actually turned out all right for the Cadets. That's going to be a first down. Brings up 1st and goal from about the 9-yard line. Boy, look at how spread out that offense is. There's a lot of options out there. Damiano getting a call from Coach Walking Stick on the sideline. It's going to be another quarterback keeper over to the right side. Quentin Yeager with the lead block. Damiano lowers his shoulder and bursts into the end zone. That's going to be a Cadet touchdown. And there we go.
I need to get the number, but he ran over that outside linebacker.
He sure did.
Oh, my goodness.
He just put his shoulder down.
We're going to watch it again on the replay here.
Are we hearing a happy birthday out of the crowd?
I think it is Jaden Damiano's 18th birthday today, so happy birthday, son.
It's a good way to celebrate it. Yeah, that was a heck of a run. He just lowered his shoulder and showed the power he has. What do we got going here? Yeah, I've noticed they haven't gone for too many extra points this year. They've gone a lot for 2. So we'll see. Looks like Colton England on the kick. And it's going to be blocked, and that might possibly be why they've gone for 2 so much this year. Defensive line streaking through that front.
I think Jaden got knocked, maybe banged up a little bit. He's getting some tape or some band-aids on his hand. Maybe he's bleeding a little bit, so I think he had to come out and tried to go for 2 or go for 1 late. I think Colton England got a great leg. I think we were late getting on and causing disruption there.
Yeah, that's tough when they break through that line like that. Yeah, Damiano's getting a little treatment over here.
Hey, new game, 6-6, 4:58 left.
Absolutely.
And how about a shout out to our cameraman, Jacoby Hobson, doing a great job tonight.
License plate LAK 195 from Blackhawk Katie.
So, John, I'm getting text messages of why I'm a Raiders fan already up here. So.
Are you? Yeah, why are
so
you?
We have some great audience. That's good. Well, I'm a Raiders fan because of Bo Jackson.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, back in the day, he was awesome to watch. One of the best athletes I've ever seen on the TV screen. Yeah, now they have Jimmy Garoppolo in Vegas. See what they can do.
Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs.
I know I watched the Vikings last night. Boy, that was ugly.
Who's your team?
Vikings.
You're a Vikings guy.
Yep.
I got Justin Jefferson on my fantasy team, so that was a great game for him.
Yeah, it was a good game for him. Vikings have about 9 turnovers in 8 quarters, so they got to figure that out. But here we go. Game tied, 6 minutes, just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Colton Ing with the onside kick. Almost looks like Falls-Alden.
We almost had that.
Who was it? Number 30 for the Cadets. That was Kane Chaplin. Almost had the onside recovery. And there you go with Coach Walking Stick's aggressive strategies.
You know, I like it. Union wasn't quite ready for it. And their guy, a little bobble, we would have had that thing.
Yep,
so.
That was a great kick. It kind of takes the 1, 2, 3 hop, and it went perfectly. It just kind of a hand fight. It almost looked like the cadet was a little surprised the ball was there. So.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's see if that defensive front can get a stop to this running game of Union. 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Trips down here to the bottom of the field, which is going to be a wide receiver screen. Pass incomplete. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a program. I got to add one.
Yeah, so Union's quarterback is 19 for 39 in the year. I'm going to say 19 for 40 now after that incomplete pass. So if we can get Union passing, I think we're at a real advantage here. So.
Yeah, I noticed that. They don't have a ton of passing yards on the year, so it could be good.
We had a weird substitution here, late substitution.
Okay, what did they? He's looking for somebody. Oh, I think he's telling the band to not play when they approach the line of scrimmage. That's the rule in college. Once they get once that play clock gets below a certain place, the band has to shut off. So to make sure
they're doing their job then.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen a ref call that actually yet though. So the ref was right on top of that. There we go. Looks like he has a little hitch route over here, and that's going to be too high. That was intended for number 87. 87. Cooper Spohr, the sophomore wide receiver defensive back.
I'm just really shocked here. They went away from the running game, which they completely dominated us on the first drive, and now they've gone 2 passes and really looked out of sorts.
That's a great point. Yeah, they had him on the ropes there for a long time. That's a pass by Union. It looks like a high. It's going to be intercepted.
Nathan Risky with the pick.
He's going down the far sideline. He's got some blockers. He's got a wall, but it looks like he's going to be brought out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. A huge turnover on 3rd down. I believe that's his first interception of the year.
A great read by Nathan back there. He was the last man of defense, and the ball was just overthrown. He caught it. We do have a holding here. We're going to come back a little bit, but nice job of the defense there.
Nathan Rasky. Great play, young man. And you know he's a scrapper. I like watching him out here on the edges. He's not the biggest guy on defense, but he doesn't back down from anybody, and you see it right there. Looks like he took a shot right at the end of that play, so hopefully he's all good to go. It looks all right. Sometimes those hits don't kind of register with you until you get over the sideline and you think, that kind of hurt.
All the adrenaline's pumping when you're going down for 6.
Exactly. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 on Union's 45-yard line. The Cadets come out pistol formation. 2 wide receivers top, 2 wide receivers bottom with Quentin Yeager in the backfield with Damiano. That's a give. Nope, that's a keeper by Damiano over the right side. Going to be good for about 3 yards.
Give credit to Union. They defended that really well.
Yeah, they're trying. They have their defensive ends out there really trying to keep that edge to force Damiano back into the middle. Well, he's broken that edge a couple times, so let's see if he can do it again. And there's a pulling guard, pulling tackle for the Cadets, trying to open up a lane for Quentin Yeager. He's going to be over the left side for about 5 yards. Always fighting. He's such a tough runner. Never wants to go down.
Again, we're getting a push by our line. This is really positive. Let's go.
Absolutely. That was Carter DeBates and Anthony Ho on the pole right there to open up that lane. So that's 3rd down. This is an important down. 3rd and 5. He gets a block. He's going to be just short. Not able to keep his footing. So that was Eli Hernandez out here leading the way for him and just could not hold off. There was 2 guys he was trying to block and just couldn't get there. Let's see what Coach Walking Stick does on 4th and 5, medium yardage. He's going to go.
Well, this could be a kick, too, by Damiano.
That's a good point, the old John Elway trick. But it looks like he's going to have a little keeper. He's got a couple guys out here. Oh, my goodness. Number 30.
Kane Chappell with a great catch.
Chappell.
And, you got lit up, John.
He paid for it. Well, way to hang on to the ball there, young man. Wow.
He jumped right up, though.
Yes, he did. Toughness right there.
Big play for the Cadets there. 4th and 4. And,
absolutely. And once again, there was a couple guys open. One on the flat, one in the medium route. And so that's going to bring up 1st down from the 30-yard line.
Again, I love Damiano on the edge, rolling out, has his pick of receivers or can run.
Yep. And I like that point. Here's your Morgan. Here's your play down on the short side of the looks like it just got away from Damiano. But there was, you called that earlier, that matchup. Ray Morgan Jr., number 3 for Union. A little height advantage, trying to exploit that, but it looks like it slipped out of his hand. And we should mention we had a pretty good rain here today. Brian and I were up here setting. I was watching him set it up, but it was raining pretty hard on the field for about an hour. So see if that plays into it.
Well, I just like the shot though. You got to loosens up the defense a little bit, gives them a chance to run a little bit behind it. So
yeah, and they're getting behind those defensive backs. So here's a give, met right at the line. Yeager really had no chance there. Blown block. And so number 51 for the Knights, Eric Niepert, a junior offensive line, defensive lineman. And again, we'd like to welcome all of you from Union Community School District and hope you can enjoy the game tonight right along with us. It's a beautiful night for football. Here's a pistol formation, 4 wide receiver set. Nick Regan in motion to the far side of the field, and another penalty and a false start. And I'm not sure what these refs are seeing with that.
I didn't see it, John. I'm not sure where it was at.
There's something with the motion that they're going in that the refs don't like. And the only thing could be is if Regan was, in the arena football when you can go towards the line in motion. But it looked like he was going straight across. It didn't look like he was advancing toward the line. So.
I just watched a replay here, and I didn't see anything.
And now there's a real false start.
The only guy that can get away with that is the Chiefs left tackle.
Yeah, that was funny when I forgot who was announcing that game, but he said he called the left tackle the slot receiver because he was so far back. Yeah, I don't know how they get away with that, but Cadets got to clean this up pretty quickly. I think that's the 5th or 6th false start already with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, so you need to get that cleaned up. And that's a pass right out of the gate. Going for Morgan again, and he had it.
Hey, credit to the D-back by Union Knights, number 3, Braden Bahansak, did a nice job breaking that play up. And, Ray Morgan had it in his hands. He's gonna regret that one, but give him another chance later on. He'll catch that.
Yep, and I like how Damiano threw it up there and just let him try and go get it. And that's a heck of a matchup. That's 2nd or 3rd time already, and he's going to be kicking himself, but you'll have another chance, young man.
He's got 84, Randy Moss. So
yep. Just throw it up there, doggo. Go get it. So he used to tell Dante Culpepper. So now we're going to have a punt by Damiano. 4th and about 30. once again. Looks like it's getting a heck of a cadet bounce down to about the 10-yard line.
I'll say
About 11, yep.
great punt. We win the field position battle there.
Yep, flip the field like the Hawkeyes. Who do the Hawks have tomorrow?
Western Michigan,
Oh,
I
that's
believe,
right.
or a directional Michigan school.
Yep. And Iowa State heads out to Ohio, I do believe. Ohio University.
Yeah, we need to get that win for the Cyclones.
Yep. Yeah, boy, I was at the Cyhawk game last weekend, and that was a rough go for Cyclone fans. But what do you do? So here's a shot.
I'm still recovering for that game.
I know. That's going to be good for about 5 yards. And Union fans, I'm going to try and get as many names called out as we can for your players. Trying to get, and that was Olsen on the carry. Quentin Yeager on the tackle. And see, Matt, that's another factor. Is you see how many guys are going both ways. It's tough.
Well, I do think it's going both ways for both teams. So, I mean, these are really evenly matched teams, and it's been a fun game so far.
There's a give over to the right side. He's going to be wrapped up right away by Carter DeBates. Looks like a fumble, but the ref is saying it was down.
Big hit by Trevor Bailey. Nice job of that young man.
Oh, that was 53. Yeah, Trevor Bailey. My bad. Trevor Bailey. Sorry, Trevor. That was a heck of a play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for Union.
But what a great push by that defensive line to get back in the backfield and cause some disruption there.
Yeah, now that their size is kind of matched, you can see what they can do. So that's going to bring up a big 3rd down. See what Union decides to do, backed up deep in their own territory and about their own 10-yard line. So
15 seconds here.
There's a roll out to the right side. Carter DeBates. It's going to be good to number 13, Union.
That'll be enough for a first down, looks like.
Yep, that's Justice Lute, the junior wide receiver. And that was a heck of a catch. And that's going to Union at 1st and 10. And that's going to, oh, it went out of bounds. We have 5 seconds to go. Let's see if the clock, ref winds the clock here. Nope. So we're going to get one more play in the first quarter. So tight end to, no. Yeah, the old Hawkeye stand-up tight end. And that finds it. There's the run game clicking again for Union. And that is number 5, Hadachek, yes.
Yeah, he's a nice little running back. He's our leading rusher on the year.
And so that's going to bring the quarter to a close. Falls-Alden and the Union Community Schools tied at 6. So we'll be back following these messages.
Complete your mortgage or home equity loan application online, or we can join forces in person. You work with the same local lenders. No matter how you choose to bank, nothing stands in the way with you and Greenbelt Bank and Trust.
And so we're back. Score tied 6-6. Falls-Alden and Union Community Schools tied. Class 2A District 2 matchup. And a beautiful Friday night in Owl Falls at Cadet Field. Both teams showing some bursts here on offense, early going.
And just a quick announcement for the Booster Club yard line raffle. Callie Adams won that after the end of the first quarter, so she wins $100.
Hey, congratulations. What was that name again?
Callie Adams.
Callie Adams. Right on. And so here we go. The first play. It looks like Carter DeBates on the blitz on the left side. Guessed exactly right on that play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and short. I don't believe he got it. But it was a blitz right over the right guard and exactly where he needed to be to bring up 3rd down. I just feel a different energy from the Cadets tonight. I mean, it's tough against Clear Lake. You're down 63-6, but they're really flying around. They just have such a positive vibe tonight, and I love it.
I just gotta believe that first drive was maybe some hangover from Clear Lake, and now we're kind of back and say, hey, we can hang with these guys, and we're right with them. So
absolutely.
3rd and 2. Let's go, Cadets.
That's gonna be a give over the right side, and I don't think he got it. Absolutely not. That's gonna be about a yard short, and that's gonna bring up 4th down. Let's see what the.
That's a huge stop, John. That's a great job by our defensive line to really back these guys up. So.
Absolutely. Do they go for it here, or they? It looks they're keeping their offense on the field right now. This is a gutsy call by Coach Jared Papasil. Oh, it looks like he's going to run the punt team out. So we're going to have a punt. Coach Papasil thought about it for a second, but decided better. Let's make sure he punts this. Yep, and this is a good punter. He's averaging 43 yards a punt, and you can see it right there. That's a weapon for Union. And that.
Their punter's also their tight end, so he can kind of stay out there and he kind of make a late decision to see what you want to run that group out there or not.
And is that Luke Furman on the punts, I do believe, number 13, number 17. It's Blake Inke, the junior. Hope I'm getting that right. I do have binoculars in my bag if you want them, so they can. Once they get down to the goal lines, it's hard. It's a long ways to see.
And these numbers really don't show up very well, and I'm getting really old, so
and
I might need them.
So if for all your vision needs, we direct you to Woods Vision Clinic, one of our sponsors.
They do a great job out there.
Yep, and thank you, Amanda and Jared, for supporting the Cadets. So here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Quads. Looks like tried for another screen, but it turned into a rollout. Really doesn't have much. Damiano looking, finds Regan on the right side for about 4 yards. 4 yards.
I'll take positive yards out of that play right there. He was dead to rights in the end zone, and guy was coming at him. So great job by Dayton to find Regan and make a great play.
So Cadets right back up to the line. It's going to be a give over the left side. Quentin Yeager. And he had number 70, Eli Hernandez, out front blocking. Just couldn't find a alley to get through there, so that's going to bring up third and short, about 4 yards.
I like rolling Jaden out, give him some options, find a guy, or they're going to go.
Wow, I call that the oh my gosh, I have no idea what just happened.
Johnny boy!
He popped it out, and there goes your 100-meter champ. Nobody's catching him, and that's going to be 6 for the Cadets. Okay, we got to watch that on replay.
That was maybe one of the coolest plays I've seen this year.
I call that the Jalen Hurts sneak, and that's a variation of it. Watching the replay up here in the booth. And it looks like everyone bit on the sneak, and Damiano just kind of hung back and waited for them all to lock horns and then took off around the right side. And as you see, no one's catching him.
That was totally designed. That was a great play call by the Cadets.
Wow.
We need to get the name of that play.
Yeah, that is awesome. See, walking stick, he surprises every game. And here we go with the swinging door for the extra point. Great design by Coach Walking Stick. Wow. And it looks like a kind of an option. And that's really an area they've struggled with is the extra point / 2 point conversion. And as we get into district play, every point is going to count. So
it was a good design 2-point conversion play.
Yep.
You could tell that right off the bat. I thought Matthew Harms probably should have pitched that right away and given Damiano a chance. But it was a great snap. 100% design. But give credit to the Knights. They shut it down.
Yeah, and they've been getting, on those extra points, they've been getting pressure right up the middle. And so I don't know how you can correct that. Kind of form that line and just do not let them through because they're getting through right now. And that's 12-6, 9:15 to go in the second quarter. And Damiano breaks, what was that, a 85-yard run? That was a designed quarterback sneak sweep, maybe? I'm not sure. But
whatever it was, I'll take it. Cadets up 12-6.
Yep. And Coach Walking Stick in his lab coming up with that one. That was awesome.
Well, John, do you think they onside here again?
Yeah, you think Coach Walking Stick wants that first win of the year? I mean, he's pulling out all the stops here, and we're still got 9:15 to go in the second quarter.
Well, we forgot it's homecoming tonight, so I think everyone wants the first win of the year.
Absolutely. And that's what Coach Walking said at the beginning of the year. You know, he wants to make football positive, and he wants to make it fun. And as you can see, this is a fun offense to watch, a fun defense to watch, and he's accomplishing that so far tonight. So the Cadets ready to kick off. 9:15 to go in the second quarter. Let's see if this is the full kick or an onside. Looks like a full kick. Onside.
Oh, we got it!
They got it. And that's a dead ball wherever he recovered. It looks like a fumble.
Andrew Barrick on the recovery. I think when he got tackled, the ground caused a fumble again. So Cadets ball on the 40.
Yep, so that actually, you cannot advance a kickoff like that. So that's going to go back to where he actually recovered the fumble at about the 47-yard line of Union. The second onside in less than 2 quarters for Coach Walking Stick. This is awesome.
This is what football is supposed to be, isn't it? This
Right?
is kind of the backyard football, the stuff you draw up on Madden. And
it kind of reminds me of the late coach, unfortunately, the late coach from Washington State, Texas Tech. His name escapes me.
The gambler, wasn't he? The gambler?
Yeah,
The pirate.
Yeah, the pirate. Oh, my gosh, I cannot. My text thread is going to give me so much crap for not remembering that name. I'll remember it. There we go, Yeager. Oh, that's a blitz right up the middle, trying to set up the middle screen, though. That's Morgan Jr. on the catch. And he's still up, still rumbling, bumbling down to the 23-yard line.
Tell you what, when these Cadets get a crease, any kind of crease in the defense, we are gone.
Yeah. That's one thing they have is speed, and a lot of it. They just need to be able to get out in space and find room to let that loose. And so we have a 1st and 10 on Union's 23-yard line.
Mike Leach is the name we're looking for.
Mike Leach, I am so sorry.
Former William Penn coach, I believe, back in the day.
That's Iowa Wesleyan. I think he was Iowa Wesleyan. Yep, and that's where he crafted that offense. That's where my sister went, and my brother-in-law. So, little quick fact. And there's Yeager right over the left side on 1st down. A host of Union Knights there to bring him down. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 5 yards. About 8:15 to go in the second quarter.
A nice big hole by the line there. So great run by Yeager. Yep. We're putting it together here for this nice drive.
And, yep, and a lot of this screen game and a lot of these motion gives and that sort of thing to the running back, it's asking a lot of the linemen to hold those blocks. So props to them. And there's another give right over the that's a keeper. Damiano, and he's going over the left side. He's going to be down to about the 5-yard line.
Another 1st down.
Another 1st down.
I think he's down on the 6 here.
And that's going to be 1st and goal for the Cadets. And that is a snap to Damiano, who's going to keep it and try and take it himself, but he's going to be brought down at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, credit due to the Union Knights there that they had that play read early and had them all lassoed.
Absolutely. I've been impressed with they have a lot of grit on defense. They do not give up on a play at all. And so we have stacks formation, top and bottom side of the field with the pistol formation. Damiano with the give up the middle to Quentin Yeager, and there's that Union defense again.
Quentin
he's
does not
still
give.
going.
He still got positive yards out of that.
Oh, I thought he was down. But yeah, he got positive yards. You're right. These teams both looking for their first W in the season. Both laying it all out there tonight. So
I still like Damiano on a rollout here, give him some options. Little RPO.
And then single coverage too at the both wide receivers.
Or just a jump ball to Ray again. Give him another shot.
And here's this kind of inverted wishbone. 2 lead blockers for Damiano, but he can't get there. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Third
We
and
got
goal.
4th down. We got 4th and
Oh, it's a
2
fourth.
here. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm betting Coach Walkingstick goes for this. All right, Cadets. And Union trying to put the brakes on this drive for the Cadets. 3-back set once again, and that's going to be a rollout, but he is met by the Union defense right away, trying to get away. Has Morgan in the back of the end zone. No, excuse me, that's Carter Weaver, number 9, who comes up with the catch and the touchdown for the Cadets.
The big weave with the catch. Nice job, Weave.
Heck of a play. He went up high and got that one. Damiano rolling out. I mean, that was any other quarterback. He probably was sacked back there.
Oh, just amazing escapability from Damiano. I think in Madden that'd be like a 99 escapability or agility or something like that.
We got fireworks going off here at Cadet Field, 6:04.
We did have a Union Knight player down. He looks like he's up and off the field now, so we're all good.
Yeah, kind of switching bodies over there.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
could not see the number, though.
I couldn't either. So let's see what how Falls-Alden comes up with on this extra point / two-point conversion attempt. Swinging door once again as the lineman shift into position.
I'm going to say we're going to kick this one.
Yeah, if anything, for confidence. Oh, and it's a long snap. 2-point conversion is good.
Nathan Ritzky on the catch.
This is awesome. Coach Walkingstick just had a long snap to Damiano. They were in an extra point formation. Snapped it directly to Damiano. Damiano rolls out.
What a beautiful play call.
Wow. The creativity right now is off the charts for Coach Walkingstick. My goodness. I don't even know what to expect. He's got my head spinning, and I'm not even trying to call defense against this.
Yeah, I've been trying to look over here at Union Knight's defensive window here to see if they can if they're scratching their head like we are.
Yeah, it's something, I'll tell you. And you know, it's also hard for Union because, I mean, you have game film from the first 3 games of Coach Walkingstick's schemes, but you know, he's only been here 3 games, and to see all these wrinkles that he's putting in, it's...
But we haven't seen any of these plays in the first 3 games.
No, not really, and I think some of that might be due to non-district play and then not wanting to show his cards too early, and the ability of, you know, those teams were all over our offense, so maybe that had some, maybe all those factors, but whatever the case is, amazing job by this coaching staff. 2 onside kicks already.
I think they're going to go for a 3rd.
So they're actually up 14, so it's like 2 touchdowns and extra points. So that's good. That was a huge 2-point conversion.
It's great to see a lot of cadets stepping up, making big plays for the cadets on homecoming night.
Absolutely. So here's the kickoff from the Cadets. That's going to be another onside kick. Going to be fielded by number 55 for Union. That is Layden Lewerke, the junior offensive defensive tackle. So that is the 3rd onside kick.
You know, a really great kick. It was kind of, you know, bounce 1, 2, and then you wait for that 3rd one to get that weird kind of nasty hop, but it just didn't get that hop like we wanted to. So, I mean, Colton England, the soccer player in the spring, and he's really kind of dialed in that kicking game, and I love it.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it too. You know, he does such a good onside kick that, heck, let's try it. And so here comes Union down 14 at the 50-yard line. First, it's a sweep around the edge.
We got to wrap up a little better there.
Looks like number 71, Trayvon Williams, the freshman defensive lineman. That's a freshman, folks. Goodness
No,
gracious.
that wasn't Trayvon. Trayvon was not.
Oh, excuse me. I was looking at the wrong. That's Mitchell Smith, the senior. Okay. I was going to say, goodness gracious.
We do have all of our freshmen dressed, but they all have their helmets off, and they're just enjoying the sideline and learning from the older kids tonight. So
there's a little, almost looked like a second pass there, but he keeps it. It's going to be good for about 5 yards. The far sideline.
Carter Weaver was close to breaking that up or knocking him in the backfield. So
might be the problem.
It's our first time together here, so.
Yeah. I had the. I'm not even.
Don't
gonna
even
tell
say
you.
it.
Not even gonna tell it. Here we go. Second, about 5. Motion to the near side of the field. It's a give. Number 13 for Union, and he has a seam right up the middle. That's going to be number 13, Justice Luke, the junior wide receiver in motion. The handoff over the left tackle. That's going to be good for a first time. 1st and 10. Damiano on the tackle.
Again, our outside linebacker kind of set that edge, and the guy cut it back up inside. We played defensively. We had him where we wanted to. We just couldn't make up that play earlier. We had to wait for Damiano to come down from the safety position and fill it up.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for Union. Same motion once again. Same. It's a keeper this time, right up the middle.
And they kind of run a very similar offense to the Cadets. Kind of that motion with shotgun, and then that quarterback can kind of read, and he can throw or he can run or give it off. So we should be used to it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can stop it.
That's a positive. This defense has seen it before. So that was number 53 for the Cadets, Trevor Bailey on the tackle. So it's going to be.
Bailey's having a great junior year.
He sure is. It's going to be Levi. Nope, that's going to be Caden Sorensen.
Well, we got offsides on the Cadets. We jumped, trying to anticipate that snap.
Yeah, Caden really got him to jump there. Kind of had that one in the back pocket. So it looks like we have number 52 for the Cadets coming out. And that's going to be Alex Lease, and I believe number 56 is coming in. That's going to be Ian Hernandez, the senior defensive lineman. Try and get that run game stopped by the Cadets. It's going to be a give over the right side for about 3 yards.
Got some extracurricular activities there with Andrew Bartlett.
Sure do.
And number 13, Justice Luke again.
Boy, that was Hadacek again, and he's gotten the bulk of the carries tonight for Union.
He's their leading rusher in the year. Comes from a football family. Obviously, his dad or grandpa was a coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good quick fact there. I like that. And so here we come, 2nd down. And they can still get a 1st down inside about the 2-yard line, so it's going to be a give right up the middle. He's met right away by the host of Cadets.
Hernandez and DeBate closed that hole down quickly. I love those hog mollies.
That was a heck of a play. We have one Cadet kind of down right now. That was a lot of force in that.
Debates might be down there.
He might just have the wind knocked out of him, I'm guessing, or he had a lot of weight dropped on him right there. So
I know it hurt just watching it.
Yeah, he got in there so fast.
And that's the kind of push our line can get. We just need to see more of it, more consistently.
Yep. And so there's Carter. He's up. I bet he just got the wind knocked out of him. That was just wrong place, wrong time. Hopefully he gets his wind back. Get back in there.
Third and 5.
Yep,
big
again,
offensive position for the Knights here. Let's see if our defense can hold up.
and shout out to athletic trainer Jasmine Spears tonight again. She's been wonderful this season. And that's a crisscross, kind of a crossbuck there with the play action, and that's going to be caught by number 10 for Union. That's Logan Rouser, the senior tight end. That was a heck of a play action. Found him in the back of the end zone. So that's going to make the score 20-12 with 2:54 to go in the 2nd quarter.
A great play call by the Knights. They executed perfectly.
Absolutely. And, yeah, I mean, Cadets bid on that. Those linebackers kind of were cheating a little bit there, but, trying to sell out on the run, and tight end just got behind him a little bit. So let's see what they do here. They kick it, go for 2. It looks like they're going to go on a normal offense.
I think they're going for 2.
Yeah. So we have 2 wide receivers down here to the far side, near side of the field. Number 13 in motion once again. They're going to go. He's looking for number 25 in the end zone. Rolling out. Doesn't have any time. Just throws it up there. My goodness, that was a heck of a leap.
Incomplete. Great play by the defense.
Yeah, that was a great effort over there by Union to try and come down with that. And it looks like,
Let's say number 2, Risky, Bartlett, number 21, Regan, number 14. We're kind of there's a pile of cadets there trying to knock that play down.
there's a lot of action in that back corner. Looks like that tight end over there. A little limp, but he's walking off of his own power. Man, he got up. So that's going to make the score 20-12 with 2:54 to go in the second quarter. A lot of action already. And so that onside kick turns into a scoring drive for the Union Knights. Started with really good field position. And once again, the running game.
Well, John, looks like some of the cadets here are pretty tired, pretty gassed. I think they're maybe just hoping to get the halftime here. So again, like I said, a lot of two-way guys playing the whole game, and that's tiring. So let's see if the cadets can maybe have a sub come in and capitalize on the opportunity to play and show what they can do, and make a good play.
And yeah, that'll be key going forward throughout the year. With, and one of the things Coach Walking Stick said at the beginning of the year is one of his goals is to get those numbers up. There's about 50 to 60 kids on the roster total in the high school, and he'd like to get those up around 80. So, he's building something here. It takes time. You can't just install it in one game, 1 week. It takes time. So hopefully, and I love his approach. He's positive. So hopefully we can get those numbers up as we go forward.
And he's building something. The freshman group having a great year. They're undefeated. Yeah, a lot of good kids, a lot of numbers on that group.
Yep.
So.
And I heard from Brian Hansen too that the 6th, 7th, and 8th grader coming right up too. Or yes, 5th, 6th, 7th, and that's going to be a return. Is that Regan out there? Good for
I want to say Thursday night, the 7th grade beat Webster City 56-0. The 8th graders beat Webster City 28-6. And so some good numbers coming up and some good victories there.
Yeah, that's good news. And that's, in the 90s when Coach Mack had it humming, the whole thing. I mean, he had his system installed from the top to the bottom. And when you got in 7th grade, you would start learning the offense, the defense that you would play in high school. And that's what Coach Walking Stick is trying to do here. So these kids get raised up in the same program all through. But here we go, 1st and 10 for the cadets. Damiano in the shotgun, a quick out pass to Regan, I do believe, and he's going to find a seam down the sidelines. Good for about 25 yards on the pitch and catch from Damiano to Regan.
You just get our guys out in space, let them make a play. Great job by Nick.
And this is exactly what Coach is talking about, getting these players out in space, building around the talent that you have, and you can see his creativity in getting these kids the ball in space and letting them create. So props.
Nick Regan's the homecoming king, so I think he has extra motivation tonight.
That's what I heard. Yeah, and that's kind of your department. I'm not sure who all was in it and all that stuff, so I'm leaning on you for that. And here's another quick give to Quentin Yeager.
I just hope these guys weren't out TPing too much this week.
Oh boy.
Seems we have some tired kids throughout the stands. They're kind of quiet down there.
So that's going to bring second and about 10, 2:18 to go in the second quarter. Cadets trying to wind this clock down.
It does look like these cadets maybe are slowing it down a little bit, taking a little extra time in between plays.
And that's actually a run play. That was a backwards pass. See if he can get a block out here. It's going to be holding.
Holding on Weaver.
Yep. And Weaver knows it. And that's hard when you're a wideout and you're trying to hold that block and it takes so long to get to you and the guy's fighting you. And
I thought he did a good job of letting it go, but it just must have been a half second too late.
Yeah, boy, these refs are not giving any leeway on these penalties. Calling a tight game tonight. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. You're going to bring up about 2nd and 20. Boy, the penalty, you take the penalties out of this first half for the cadets. That's been their Achilles heel so far.
I kind of like how we performed like 3rd and 25 tonight.
Yeah, might have them right where we want them right now. But speaking of Achilles, Aaron Rodgers, that's no fun. So Damiano in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers going out. That's going to be a screen to Yeager, but it's read by that defense right away.
Yeah, I had Aaron Rodgers on 2 of my fantasy teams, so that didn't help me.
Yeah, That didn't turn out well. That's sad. I mean, I was looking. This is like the #1 story in the NFL this year, and you know what can you do?
But how about Brees Hall and those Cyclones on that Jets team?
Yep, Lazard, Will McDonald in the front. So, that almost looked like a jump right there. Must have not got past the line. We got a 3rd down and 20, so let's see what Damiano can do here. He's got Ray Morgan. He looked at him the whole way. That's tipped off the line of scrimmage.
I think it just slipped out of his hand, actually. Like you said, a wet ball, wet turf here tonight. It's wreaking some havoc for us.
Yep. And he's isolating Morgan. So, but number 3 for Union, that is Braden Bonesack. And he's held his own tonight. I mean, Morgan has a height advantage over him, and those two have been going at it all game. But he has held his own so far. He's only given up that 1 pass.
I do like that matchup, and really, if Jaden can throw it, not slip out of his hands, I think he was wide open. So
absolutely. So let's go with the punt here. Make sure it's a punt, I would guess, but you never know. That's a good snap. Gets rid of it quickly. Not a bad punt. Takes a cadet balance.
We do have a flag down in the backfield. I'm not sure if that was a delay of game, but it shouldn't have been delay of game. But Union might have had too many guys in the field.
Let's see.
He had 12 guys. Yeah, Union had 12 guys in the field.
Okay, so that's going to be. They can either.
I believe it's still going to be Union's ball. We'll just probably take the penalty after the kick.
Yeah, I would hope they don't make him re-kick it, but you never know. So that's going to be I believe a 5-yard penalty.
At this point, let's just get to halftime.
Absolutely, it's a
minute 4 left. We're up 8. We got tired guys out there.
And the refs haven't. See, this is confusing too to me because I don't know if you take it. It would be where he caught the ball, but you can also re-punt it, I do believe, and take your 5 yards back on 4th down. And of course, I could be wrong. So the refs having a conference right now.
Usually I'm in the stands and everyone knows what the right call is in the stands. I don't have that luxury tonight. So looks like they're gonna re-kick it.
Yep, I think they're gonna re-kick it. I would hope so because that would be one heck of a penalty. Yep, so it's gonna. So what they'll do? No, so there was 12 guys on the field. So that's a delay of game, and so the cadets could have either. I thought that was an option to take it where he caught the ball and then march off the 5 yards from there, but obviously it's also an. Oh my goodness. That's going to be 4th and 3rd, 3 yards.
Like a 15-yard penalty.
That's a. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess we'll take it. He's still in punt formation, but definitely.
Union is confused.
Yep, Union's ready for anything. It looks like he's going to go ahead and punt it with that minute left. There's the Aussie-style kick, and that's going to take a heck of a roll for the cadets all the way down. Oh, we're going to have a unnecessary roughness over here on the short side of the field.
Again, well-designed play by a walking stick. Jaden had the opportunity to run or to kick that, and then I think he really wanted to try to get that first down for cadets, but we're going to have Union backed up deep in our own territory.
There's a penalty down here. I think Aiden Barrett got in a little unnecessary roughness type of situation, and the other ref might be just telling him to call it off because it was rough, but it's still football.
I think it was on Union. I think they blocked him out of bounds. I think it's going to be, we're going to back him up a little bit more.
Personal foul on Union. Huh. I must have just saw the back end of that play then. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal. Good catch, Matt. Yeah, I just saw somebody get whipped out, thrown on the ground over here, and I wasn't sure what happened. Coach Walking Stick having a heated discussion with the ref.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Knight's ball on probably, the 2-yard line, 2.5, let's call it 3-yard line. Once we get this all sorted out here.
Boy, they have really been tossing that flag tonight.
mean, the penalty happened here on the, looks like 35.5 yard line here. Like you said, Barrett got kind of run out of bounds. And
yeah, I'm not really sure what to make of it. I wish we could have Coach Walkingstick mic'd up. That's what we need Brian to get. We need some field mics.
Yeah, and a direct feed to New York to get kind of an official ruling.
Yes, yes. Oh, yes, we could have a referee up here. Steve actually used to ref, too, back in the day. Maybe we can coax him up here to watch some replays. But this is interesting.
Mike Barrero, that's usually.
Yeah, Mike Barrero, yep, in New York.
We're kind of getting a big list that Brian needs to take care of for us. We need instant replay. We need a direct feed to New York.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough on his plate already, right? He's just sitting around all day. No, he's really not. He's busy all day. Sometimes I don't know how he does it. He was up here all day today getting all the equipment, audio-visual equipment ready to go. So I'm just trying to figure out what they got going here. This is one heck of this discussion's gone on about 3 minutes now.
Yeah, I got to give props to Brian. He got a TV in the concession stand, so our great workers from Greenbelt Bank and Trust could watch the game while they were helping out in the concession stand. So
absolutely.
Thank you, Brian, for that. Thank you, Greenbelt Bank.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to Jack Trice, you know, when you're standing in line for the pretzels. They got the TV going. I like that option. Okay, are we going to play some football
We
now?
got a timeout.
We have a timeout, of course.
Again, I think we're just getting extra rest here before halftime.
Yeah, boy, it is 8:30, so this has been a action-filled first half. We got 51 seconds to go. Union backed up to their own 3-yard line. So I'm betting Union coach telling them, you know, don't do anything crazy here. We just want to get to half, keep the ball on the ground, I'm guessing.
I'm guessing the cadet coaches are telling the defense the same thing.
Yeah, nothing over the top. Keep deeper in the deepest for the defensive backs. Keep everything in front of you. Let's see.
A big play here could be a big momentum shifter. So
one timeout. So they have 2 timeouts left. Cadets have 1.
Yeah, what an entertaining game. Homecoming night. Cadets are up 20-12. I'm not sure what could be better. We're finally going to get some action here.
Yeah, this has been fun. A lot more fun than the 45-6 last week, you know. Yeah. Cadets will get there. And this is awesome. Shotgun formation. It looks like a play action. They're going to go for it. And they do have – he's over the top. Damiano got beat over the top, but lucky for him, it was overthrown. Very aggressive
Pretty good coverage by Damiano. I'm not sure he was truly beat. He kind of needed to turn the Jets on. He was there.
Yeah, he's got that luxury. He can catch up quickly. So Coach Papasil for Union.
That was a kind of a big-time play.
That was
I was expecting 4 dives up the middle and get out of here.
Yep.
So
I suppose he's got 2 timeouts left. He figures down 8 points. Have a great punter. So we'll see what they do here.
Back maybe trying to catch it. Cadets napping.
Motion for Union to the far side of the field. That's a handoff right up the middle. And once again, Union breaks it. Good for about a 15-yard gain.
A great tackle by Andon Barrick there. Came in the end. Never stopped hustling. Big hit there. Oh, false start.
False start up there on the slot. It's going to be on
55 and number 10.
Yep, Logan Rouser.
We had 2 guys up there.
And so Caden Sorensen switching up the cadence at quarterback. One of his own guys got caught going a little early, so that's going to bring up 1st and 15 from about the Union's 15-yard line with 30 seconds to go, and the clock has started. And that's going to be Union's going to call a timeout. That's going to be their second timeout of the half with 28 seconds to go. So not ready to close up shop and go to halftime just quite yet.
I've been ready for the last 55 seconds, but
yeah, this has been quite the last couple minutes.
You know, I'll be curious to see kind of the adjustments that both teams make at halftime. I mean, it's really been a great game. Lots of unique formations. And really two evenly matched teams, and so halftime adjustments would be key.
Yeah, this is one heck of a way to kick off district play. Both teams looking for their first win of the evening, or first win of the season. And like we said at the beginning of the game, this district is wide open. With 4 teams at 0-3, and the top 2 at 1-3. So it's anybody's ball game right now, tonight and for the season. And in Iowa High School Athletic Association football, they take the top 2 teams out of each district. So that's kind of your magic ticket to the playoffs.
Top 4.
Top 4.
Top 4 out of the districts.
Yeah, I read in the paper too, so that might be those wild.
Top 2 gets a bye, I think.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
We got a screenplay.
Middle screen, and boy, Yeager was almost there for the interception.
Actually, number 5 ran into number 55 for Union. It's Levi Hadachek ran into his own player. Yep. I really thought Yeager was going to pick that up, take it to the house.
Yeah, and this sophomore out here, Cooper Spohr, number 87 for Union. He's been singled up a couple times on the Owl Falls defensive back, Nathan Rusky. And so that's kind of the reverse of the other matchup.
Ray Morgan and
Yep, the matchup. So
yeah,
I've been watching that down here. He's a tall guy.
I just hope our corners don't get up too early. We can't get anyone behind us here.
Yep. Union with 1 timeout left. That's a rollout to the left side. It's going to be right along the sidelines. Number 13 for Union. That is Justice Luke, the junior wide receiver, with the catch.
This is some pretty aggressive play calling here by Union. I really like it.
I mean, yeah, there's 19 seconds left, and Union says, why not? Let's go for it. All the stops being pulled out tonight.
There's a Matt Campbell purist here. He'd be, 2 handoffs, and we'd be in halftime 45 minutes ago. So,
yes, between Iowa and Iowa State, not a lot of this going on in the last couple minutes of a half. That's for sure. So here we go, Union. Another timeout by Union with 3rd and 7, so they're going to take a look at it. And both teams just draining every last ounce out of this first half. And so we have a halftime coming up. I'm not sure. Back in the day, you had the convertibles bringing them out here and the band, but I know the parade was on Wednesday this week.
Yeah, Wednesday was the parade. We announced the winners. Homecoming king Nick Regan, and queen was Olivia French. So they'll be our royalty for the next year. I'm not sure what that means, but great job by those guys. Yeah.
I believe they're even boyfriend-girlfriend is what Brian was telling me today, so kind of a...
I heard that rumor. I'm not sure I can keep up with all of that. But
really? Well, yeah, because I think Brian saw him in the hallway and he said, am I supposed to bend the knee? Like Game of Thrones, so kind of funny.
Well, Brian's got the pulse on the student body up there being in the high school. So.
Yeah, when he's not hidden away in that office.
We got Damiano and England back deep. Nothing's going to get behind them.
Kurt.
There it is.
Oh. And he is wide open. Wide open, and it's going to be Damiano trying to bring him down and can't.
Oh, fumble.
And that's a fumble. And that is going to bring up 5 seconds. They're trying to get down because they have no timeouts left. They have to get down there and spike the ball if they're going to have a chance. And the ref has not started the clock yet. It's gone his signal.
They got to wait for the flag guys to get there.
Yep. And instead of spiking it, Okay, so instead of spiking it, he threw kind of a hitch route to his wide receiver, which was incomplete, and that will stop the clock with 2.6 seconds left. Wow.
Well, John, we did the one thing we weren't supposed to do. We let that guy get behind us.
Yeah, and that was what a fumble at the end of that play. Boy, that was what a first half. This is crazy. And so there's 2.6 seconds left, and we got 1 play left. I don't know if they have a kicker that can make this. Looks like they're coming out in their normal offensive set. Nope, they're going to kick it, supposedly.
I don't remember seeing a kicker warm up before the game, so I don't know anything about
It's
his
about a 36-yard field goal, so we'll see what they can do here. That's up, and that is no good. That was number 66 for Union.
Brock Ruzicka.
Brock Ruzicka, yeah, on the kick.
I apologize if we screwed that name up.
Yeah. I know it's hard, but that's going to bring the first half to a close. And what an amazing 2 quarters of football right down to the last second. Union breaks like a 60-yarder, fumbles it, gets the recovery, has enough time to snap an incomplete pass, try the field goal, and that's no good. So that's going to make the score 20-12 in favor of the Cadets.
I think the best thing that happened now is we get the ball after halftime, and they didn't score. So
I agree. And so we're going to take a quick break here and give you a message from Greenbelt Bank and Trust while we get ready for the halftime show.
Complete your mortgage or home equity loan application online, or we can join forces in person. You work with the same local lenders. No matter how you choose to bank, nothing stands in the way with you and Greenbelt Bank and Trust.
we salute our superheroes on the football field, our very own men of steel. We know the cadets are faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, and able to leap tall defenses in a single bound. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Superman. Throughout high school, she has been involved in basketball, track, volleyball, and plans to try golf this year. Her number one thing on her bucket list is to go shark cage diving. After high school, Allie plans on attending UNI to study radiology or biochemistry. Our first team candidate tonight is Colton English. Colton is the son of Don and Terry English. Throughout high school, he has been involved in basketball, football, baseball, soccer, and golf. His number one thing on his bucket list is to go to Alaska. After high school, Colton plans on looking into business. Our next queen candidate is Kaylin Hadwiger. Kaylin is the daughter of Brian and Lori Hadwiger. Throughout high school, she has been involved in volleyball, a girls' track manager, student council, and also plans to try golf this year. After high school, Kaylin plans on attending university and is still undecided about her major. Our next key candidate is Jaden Damiano. Jaden is the son of Rocky and Carla Damiano. Throughout high school, he has been involved in football, basketball, and track, where he has made many state appearances and became a state champion. After high school, Jaden plans on attending a 4-year university to play football. Our next team candidate is Mary Kate Lancaster. Mary Kate is the daughter of Mike and Jennifer Lancaster. Throughout high school, she has been involved in a dance team where she plays first at state for her solo, studio dance, basketball cheer, and student council. Her number one thing on her bucket list is to win a glow at the Dance Worlds. After high school, Mary Kate plans on attending a 4-year university with hopes to continue her dance career on a college dance team. Our next kid candidate is Anna Barrett. Anna is the son of Stacy and Abby Barrett. Throughout high school, he has been involved in football, track, and wrestling, where he also made a state appearance. His number one thing on his bucket list is to make $1 million. After high school, Anna plans on entering the workforce or joining a college wrestling team. Our next queen candidate is Lauren Leto. Lauren is the daughter of Seth and Beth Leto. Throughout high school, she has been involved in the varsity dance team, speech, student council, and plans to become a wrestling manager and do golf this spring. Her number one thing on her bucket list is to go either shark cage diving or skydiving. After high school, Lauren plans on attending BCC to get her AA, and then moving on to a 4-year university to attend vet school. Our next key candidate is Quentin Yeager. Quentin is the son of Janet and Derek Yeager. Throughout high school, he has been involved in football, basketball, and track. His number one thing on his bucket list is to visit all 50 states. After high school, Quentin's plans are still undecided. 2023 homecoming queen is Olivia French. Olivia is the daughter of Carrie and Caroline French. Throughout high school, she has been involved in golf and has made a state appearance. Her number one thing on her bucket list is to golf, of course, in every state and in some tropical places. After high school, Olivia plans on attending college, but is undecided where. Our 2023 homecoming king is Nick Regan. Nick is the son of Michael and Katie Regan. Throughout high school, he has been involved in football, basketball, and golf in his 4 years. His number one thing on his bucket list is to play golf in a tropical place. After high school, Nick plans on going to Iowa State University. Let's hear it for our 2023 IFA homecoming court. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stand and join the band for the Iowa Falls-Alden school song.
And so welcome back, cadets. We hope you enjoyed the halftime show, the crowning of the king and queen. Once again, Nick Regan and
Olivia French.
Olivia French, yes. It's Carrie's daughter. Great family. And her older brother, Jackson's quite the golfer. That's right?
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, he actually won the Highland Club tournament last year, and Olivia is really good too. So congrats to those two, and congrats to the entire homecoming king and queen court. That's always fun. We appreciate all the sponsors for making that happen. And thank you to everyone involved, the band director, Schmidt. Jeff Schmidt. And so they've been getting better and better in each week. They've been one of my favorite parts to watch. They got that drum line going.
Yeah, we had the UNI drum line the first game.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But he's getting this drum line there. I mean, they're good. They could give him a run for their money over there at UNI. So thank you to the band, to all the cheerleaders as well, everyone that helps make these games happen. So cadets coming back out, Union coming back out of the warming shed, getting ready for the second half of an already entertaining game where we saw numerous trick plays. We've seen 3 onside. We've seen a fake quarterback sneak go for 75 yards. We've seen under 20 seconds from their own goal line, Union decides to come out and moves the ball about 80 yards to close the half and just missed the field goal. So that makes it 20-12, and Matt went through some stats with you before the homecoming court came on. So it's been an exciting game, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for this next half.
Yeah, the Cadets kind of dominated the stats, but we really had, the Union kind of had plus territory on that big kickoff return, and but we kind of flipped the coin back in the punts. So really even game. It's been fun. It's been exciting. We're seeing a lot of cool formations and trickery out there. So Eric Walkenstick, this is kind of what he likes to do, and it's on full display tonight. So
absolutely. And I always like to give a little love to all the other programs going on right now. We have girls cross country, who was just on Monday. They were at the Ballard Invitational, and they finished 6th there. I don't have any individual results. The girls cross country team, I believe they call them the Harriers, right? Is that cross country, the Harriers?
Or the Cadougars, actually, too.
Okay, right on.
The Harriers and Cadougars, but Cadougars is for cadets, and the AGWSR Cougars.
I gotcha. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of schools in there. And so the girls cross country team is going to take the course, I guess you could call it, Thursday, September 14th at the Independence Invitational with a bunch of teams, Wapsie Valley, Clear Creek, Amana, Janesville, New Hampton, a whole host of teams. So good luck to them. We also have
next week they actually run Monday the 18th. They run in Sheldon Park.
14th was yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of PRs yesterday, I know, but
yeah, been a long week.
Let's see, we got a varsity volleyball match on Thursday next week. So cross country and volleyball next week for the high school.
Yep, and I know Ellsworth plays here tomorrow, and they pitched their first shutout in 9 years last week or a couple weeks ago. So hopefully the ECC Panthers can get back on track after a rough season last year. And I also noticed the ECC Panthers women's volleyball team is 14-2 right now, really taking it to their conference. So it's be exciting what type of noise they can make here as the season progresses. But tonight we're in Iowa Falls for some football, and we got about 2.5 minutes left, and it's always this kind of prolonged halftime during homecoming.
Both teams came out about 2 minutes left, and they hadn't even really warmed up when the clock hit 0, so they gave them some extra time, which is a smart move for get these guys back in shape, stretched out, ready to go, so we don't get any major injuries.
Yep, that was a long halftime. So, but deserving. We like to see the student athletes and the students get involved in the homecoming festivities and all that good stuff. So, just got a couple minutes here. Wait for this kickoff, and I do believe the cadets will be receiving.
John, I did confirm at halftime with the coaches if that was a trick quarterback sneak. It was not. It was just a design quarterback sneak play. So it really just came down to a great play by Jaden Damiano. He had his back to the line trying to make a push and just kind of popped out of there. And I watched the replay back. He was at the 50-yard line before really anyone in that huddle or that kind of mob of players there knew that he had squirted out. So maybe one of my favorite plays of the season so far.
Absolutely, and that was just a heads-up play by Damiano. I mean, it looked so good. It looked like that's something they had been rehearsing.
It had us fooled.
Yeah, it had me fooled. And all of a sudden, Damiano breaks out here to the near side and takes it 80 yards. So that was a great heads-up call by Damiano in the heat of the moment to produce a score. And that's actually, makes it 20-12 right now. Cadets lined up on the wrong side of the field. They're ready to go. So we're going to get ready for this second half kickoff. And I've really like we talked about, there's a lot of parity between these two teams. They have similar styles, and I think we've seen that play out in the first half where it's just kind of been back and forth, and I expect a lot of the same in the second half.
I think I really expect this for the whole district, too, the rest of the way. We got kind of the studs out of the way, kind of 3A bigger schools. It helped us get better, and now let's face this district head on, and so far we're having some great success.
Yep, that's a great point. Yeah, I think there will be a lot of parity in this district. And again, Coach Norm, I always call him Coach Norm. That's so ingrained in my head. But Athletic Director Norm is really, I said this last week and this week again, but to schedule the opponents he did, I think in the moment, it was probably tough to take for the cadets, but I think you're seeing it right now that they're kind of realizing, hey, we're in this and we can win ball games if we keep doing what we're doing. So props to Athletic Director Norm for helping get these guys ready. And so we have number 66 for Union. That looks like Brock Rosika, the senior, defensive lineman / kicker. So we'll see what they do here. If they return the onside favor from the cadets or they kick away. And
you always need to see a kicker with number 66.
I know, the defensive tackle / kicker. And we'll see. We got Damiano and Regan back deep. Looks like they're going right to Regan. And he's going to receive it at about the 18-yard line. Heads up the middle. Not much space there for him. So Regan for about a 10-yard return. And the Cadets offense is going to take the field. And we'll see what they come up with here. I honestly have no idea what to expect. It could be quads. It could be a fake sneak. It could be – I guess that wasn't a fake sneak. That was improvisation.
Whenever I watch these cadets this year, it's like watching Varsity Blues all over when Johnny Mox comes in and they go 5 wide receivers and the guys that Billy Bob up in the stands is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. What was his name? Mox, right?
Yeah. Mox was the quarterback. Yeah.
Dawson's Creek.
Yep.
James Vanderbeek. Yep. I used to watch Dawson's Creek. I'll admit it. Looks like we have a reset of the play clock. So here we go. First snap of the second half. That's a play action, kind of a wide receiver screen. Actually, probably a run pass option there. And that is Nick Regan, the homecoming king.
Again, those screen passes, little bubble screens, really kind of been very successful for the cadets all night. Again, we just need a crease, and those athletes can go. Picked off.
Oh, there's a fumble.
Yeah, Union got on top of it.
Yep. And I didn't quite see what happened. I was messing with the audio over here.
Yeah, we had another real rollout pass for Jaden. He kind of had to pick his receivers, kind of went back to the well one too many times with Carter Weaver there. And really great play by number 10, Logan Rouser, who jumped that pass, made a great play, picked it off, and the cadets, to their credit, they kept fighting and popped the ball loose, and but Knights take over.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 from the cadets, about 36-yard line. It's going to be a give, a quarterback keeper by number 1, Sorensen, once again, who's had a lot of action tonight in the running game. And that's going to bring up about 2nd and 6. So here's a test early. Cadets got the opening kickoff, or the second half kickoff, and gave it right back. And now they're back against the wall, up 8. So we'll see if they can hold them out of the end zone here. And so it's going to be a kind of an I formation with the shotgun mixed in. It's going to be a give over the right side. Number 5, Levi Haddock, the sophomore running back. It's going to be close to a first down, but just not quite enough. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2nd. So this is a big 3rd down. I'm guessing they go for it on 4th if they don't get it here. But
3rd and 3, John.
3rd and 3. So maybe we could get some type of run blitz or get them in the backfield here.
We need a push from our line.
Shotgun formation identical to the last play with motion. And that's a give. That's going to be a first down and more. He's got a block. That's number 13, Justin Luke, the junior.
We've had a lot of success with that play, kind of bringing that sweep around.
And that's hard because your defensive end gets sealed off, and it's really asking the linebackers to cover a lot of field in a short amount of time because that guy in motion already has momentum going to that side of the field, and the Cadets are at a standstill and have to catch up with them. So that's hard.
Give credit to the Knights. They blocked that really well, gave them a hole to run through.
So 3 wide receiver set. Lone running back, another
false
motion.
Start, yep, 61.
Looks like Sorensen's coming over to get the play call from coach. And so it's about the 7th false start between both teams tonight. It must be this Cadet crowd. They can't hear. Homecoming, they bring it.
It is loud out there.
Yeah. So here we go. 1st and 15 for Union. 4 wide receivers set. Sorensen in the shotgun. Another motion. That's going to be a play action. And he's wide open. Number 25. Just missed.
And Barrick there just missed that fullback coming out of the backfield. Great play by the Knights, but Andon almost dead to rights there. Just couldn't quite come up with it.
Yep, it was almost like he was going for the interception and couldn't get it. And that's tough. You got to make that tackle because now it's 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. So let's see how the Cadets respond here. Early going in the second half.
That was really the same play they ran their touchdown on earlier. So.
Yeah, whenever they send that guy in motion, it seems like that's going to take you to the play or it's a play action. So let's see if it's another run right up the right side. There we go. Oh, there's a fumble. There's balls on the ground. Cadets signaling it's their ball. Let's see if the refs agree, and they do. The Cadets with a huge turnover on 1st and goal for Union. And
Ian Hernandez came up with that coming out of the pile there. Good job by Ian.
And it just looked like whoever got it for the Cadets got their helmet on the ball and it just popped out, and Hernandez got on it. So that's an enormous play to get that interception back that they gave up previously to start the second half. Wow, just back and forth game tonight. This is fun.
Isn't this what high school football is supposed to be about?
Absolutely. So here we go, stacks on both sides. Lone running back. Damiano, keeper all the way. They were ready for it. It's still going to be good for about 3 yards. He was brought down by number 17 from Union. Briar Mast, the junior. So it's going to bring up 2nd, about 7 yards.
Yeah, we've ran out of that formation every time we run it. I really hope we're maybe setting them up for something down the road. Or
Good call. Yeah, because they're trying to get everyone to the corners. And there we go on a swing pass to Quentin Yeager. He's fighting for more yards. That's going to be That's going to be good for 3 yards or so. Bring up 3rd and 3. And so, I think on that stack play, and by stack I mean the 2 wide receivers are kind of bunched outside. And what they're trying to do is get their cornerbacks way out there, so that opens the lanes for Damiano to try and find. But that Union defense was all over it on that 2nd down. So
they're not falling for that. They're staying right at home, kind of filling the box, so to speak.
And here we go with the quad receivers down here to the near side of the field. Damiano on the keeper once again, and they are keying on him for sure right now. But that'll be good enough for the 1st down by Damiano, about a 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Cadets.
Just keep stacking those 1st downs on 1st downs.
So they're really trying to get spacing down here, and making that Union defense run from sideline to sideline. Here we go, full wide receiver set, shotgun, wide receiver screen, Nick Regan. Morgan trying to get the block out there, but it's taking on 2 guys. Good enough, though, for about 5 yards, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the Cadet 24-yard line.
Morgan kind of stopped that block, thinking maybe he was going to get called for hold or something like that. So,
a good point. They've really been calling a tight game tonight, so give a little, take a little. Damiano in the shotgun. Looks like a kind of an option, and he decided to keep it. And gets nowhere with it. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2. Boy, you can tell the halftime the Union made it a priority to keep track of Damiano. They're really keying on him right now, so let's see if we see some play action or some misdirection, using Damiano as kind of a decoy.
Yeah, and they're really filling the box. You got, almost got 10 guys in the box really now, kind of shifting out here. Not really falling for our spread offense at the moment.
So it's a rollout to the left side. Damiano finds him, but Regan falls down on the play, and that's going to be incomplete and bring up a 4th and short.
Yeah, Ray Morgan kind of slipped. Again, maybe back to that slippery turf.
And looks like Coach Walking Stick is going to punt it. So a lot of back and forth down here in Cadet territory to start off the second half. 6:41 to go. Still 20-12. Cadets 4th and 2. Looks like they're going to punt.
I love the fight, the boys. Early turnover. They held their ground. Turned over Union, and now we're kind of back to a neutral game here.
And the big punt would be, that's a long snap. Damiano decides to take it himself.
Oh, good night.
And that was not a planned play, but what happened was the snap was high, and he just found, I don't know if he could have gotten that kickoff anyway. I mean, they were right there. So it's probably smartest he took it, and it turns the gold for the Cadets. That's a 1st down, 1st and 10.
Watching this offense, that might have been a plan. You hike it really high and see what happens.
I wouldn't put it past Coach Walking Stick at all. So, yeah, you could be right. That could be another wrinkle that he put in there. I have no idea.
I do love the option of Jane being able to kick or run on that play every time.
And that's kind of a pass out to the flat.
Kane Chaplin there on the catch.
Sophomore. And they're really starting to try to stretch this field from sideline to sideline. Everything has been outside so far in the second half, but
again, that's where our strengths are. We're trying to find the creases, spread the defense out, try to find a crease and go.
Yep. And there's Morgan up at top of the field, singled up once again.
They do kind of a safety over top there, but
kind of a bracket coverage. So there's the height. Are we going to have another false start?
And again, I didn't see it.
I think that's about their 7th false start, unfortunately. And it hasn't been a problem up to this point all season, so I'm not sure what's going on down there. But hopefully they can get it buttoned up, because these are big chunks of yards they're losing on penalties. And that brings up 2nd and 20. Kind of a middle screen there to Regan, and he is met right in the middle. And that is number 28 for Union, Keegan Ellsworth, the senior linebacker.
There was that wrinkle out of that stack formation, kind of brought in that middle screen, and I really like the design.
Yeah, if he could have broken that tackle, he had some room to dance there for a while. So they have 2 deep safeties trying to hold Damiano to the under routes. And he finds him once again. It's going to be tough to get out of there. So kind of a short pass on 3rd down. That's going to bring up a punting situation for Falls-Alden. Chappell was trying to get away from him, but just couldn't. Had 2 defenders. And so that'll bring up 4th down. With 4:46 to go in the 3rd quarter, Cadets still up 20-12.
The positive light is there's some space. We're finding some space in those plays. We just can't let those false starts get us behind the chains there.
Penalties are killers. That's a good pump by Damiano. Wow, risky catch. But he hauls it in. That's number 5 for Union.
It's Hadacek.
Yeah, Hadacek again.
It's kind of all over the field.
Yeah, he's really in everything.
Only a sophomore, too, so bright future for that young man.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of their guys are younger. Sophomore, juniors, even some freshmen in there. So, yeah, and they're going to be in our district for the next couple of years. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for Union. But the Cadet about 34, or at their own 34-yard line.
this third quarter's gone faster than that last 2 minutes of the second quarter. So,
yeah, that was a haul there for a while. So it's a handoff right up the middle. Union is going to be met at the line by a whole host of cadets.
Great fill by Andrew Bartlett there. Stayed home, read the play.
Yep,
met him at the line.
Bartlett's got a good nose for the ball as well. He gets in a lot of plays out there. So Sorensen getting the call from Coach Papasil. 4 minutes left to go, second and about 10 for Union.
I just love this standing tight end. It brings you right back to Iowa in the 80s and Hayden Fry. Maybe give me some nightmares too a little bit.
Sorensen back to pass, and that's going to be short of the first down, but he's fighting for that yardage. Looks like he has it.
Yep.
Trying to get a number. That's 13 once again. It's going to be Justice Luke, who's found himself in the play quite a bit tonight.
Another guy that's kind of been running and catching all over the play.
Yeah, both these offenses are capable. It's just a matter of getting them into space, but they have speed on both teams. Shotgun formation, Sorensen back. Motion once again to the near side of the field, and there we go once again for about the 10th combined false start from these teams tonight. And it's always on that motion, and I'm not sure if they're seeing something that.
To your point, is he going forward early?
I don't know.
Nothing else. They've been consistent all night, calling it both ways. That's really all you can call. I'm not seeing it. I'm not trying to be critical.
Yeah, I didn't see anything on the replay there, but maybe it's something down on the line. Sometimes quarterbacks really, start switching up their cadence, and you have guys going both ways. Fatigue leads to kind of mental mistakes, so maybe that has some part in it.
We got illegal substitution here almost. Guy coming on late.
Oh, yeah, broke the huddle. So ref's going to let him go. Two-back set. Sorensen in the shotgun. That takes a shot down the sideline.
Good coverage by the cadets. Andon Barrett came over top in the safety position.
Yep, Quentin Yeager there on the coverage as well. Trying to find. Looks like Mays Weber and Hunter Anderson out there, and that is okay. Yep, that's Hunter Anderson, the junior running back, trying to get him kind of on the wheel route. He started out in the backfield and then just took off down the sidelines. But a little too much under the ball by Sorensen. So here we go, 2nd and 15.
Again, I like our chances when they pass. We look really well prepared for that.
A lot of speed in that defensive backfield. It looks like they're going for that tight end. And Sorensen high once again.
He had a lot of room to go if he would have caught that.
Yes, he did. He was trying to find his Logan Rouser, the senior tight end. Got a big frame on him. But, yeah, he had a lot of green in front. And Sorensen's done that a couple times. It just sails it a little bit, but, he has that adrenaline going, and he knows that these defensive linemen are trying to hunt him down, so it's a tough position to play. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 15.
We need a big push by our line here. Let's go, guys.
Yep. Fresh pass rush would be nice. And they do. They bring Carter Debates on the blitz, and he rolls out. Not much room out there.
Weaver there.
That was a great defensive stand by the cadets. Carter Debates on the blitz. The defensive lineman got there. Held
Weaver
up there into the bargain.
There too, yeah.
Yep, applying pressure, and so we'll see. They go for the punt. That's going to bring up 4th and 15. Great stand by the cadets. It's exactly what they needed. Still up 8. And boy, if they could get that stop, have a nice long drive here. And Carter Weaver, man, he's been playing all out.
He looks a little gassed as he comes off the sideline.
I mean, I've talked about that earlier this season. The combination of being a wide receiver and defensive end, that's a lot. It's a lot of energy exerted. So there's a punt, kind of a low line drive punt. And Damiano's going to get his hands on it, bring it over here to the near side, and he's brought down. Very rare you see him tackled on the first contact like that.
Caleb Olson, the senior, made a great tackle there by Union.
Yeah, that was a heck of a tackle. That was not easy to do.
He doesn't make that tackle. He threw some green there.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Cadets from their own 29-yard line with 2:38 to go in the third quarter. Cadets up 8 over Union Knights. So we'll see what Coach Walking Stick goes to here. Comes with a 4 wide receiver set. Damiano and Yeager in the backfield once again. Shotgun set. Nick Regan in motion, and another false start, and I have no idea what is causing this. And I don't think Coach Walking Stick does either. I really don't. And so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. I have never seen so many false starts. And I'm not sure if it's how they're starting the motion on the slot wide receiver. Matt went to check with the coaches in the next booth, but here's the play. It's going to be a shovel pass to Yeager, and he gets outside on the left. Breaks 2 tackles, gets close to the first down at about the 39-yard line. Let's see if the refs give it to him. Heck of a play by Quentin Yeager, who is always playing hard out there. Little shovel pass from Damiano. Looks like that is going to be good enough for the first down. So tremendous play by the Cadets offense. Great blocking over there by the offensive line. We have number 75, Anthony Ho. We have Carter DeBates. So great job, guys. That's a huge first down. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. Stacks formation once again. Damiano in the backfield with Quentin Yeager. That's an option to the right. He gives it up to Yeager, and Damiano throws a block. Pitches the ball and throws a block. And these teams,
That's a big-time block.
Yeah, there has been some big hits tonight, folks, and these teams are competing 100%. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. The quarterback pitches it and then throws a lead block like a fullback. Goodness gracious. So here we go. NASCAR pace by the Cadets. Right back up to the line. 4 wide receiver set. That's a give over the middle of Quentin Yeager. And there's just nowhere to go. And that's going to bring up 3rd and about 7 for the Cadets. So
the
the
coaches
coaches
just ran over our line. So yeah, I did. I tried to watch the replay and see what they're seeing, or these refs are seeing. And it looks like we got a couple guys flinching when that guy comes in motion. It looks like both teams, some guy flinches just enough, and they're right on top of it. So.
Huh. Boy, I wouldn't have thought that. That's a lot of flinching. And there's a play-action pass over there to Nick Regan, the homecoming king.
Ooh, Johnny boy, he was close.
Yeah, he was. Heck of a play. That's going to be a first down for the Cadets. Great toss and catch from Damiano to Regan.
I think the homecoming king does need a touchdown catch tonight.
I do too. I had some corny line in my head about wearing the crown, but I just kind of put it in the suitcase. So we have trips down here to the bottom of the field. And Regan, he motioned like he needed to come out. So we'll see. Oh, there's a movement. And it looks like Regan, he has put in a lot of work tonight.
Offside on the Knights. And I agree. I did see Nick motion, hey, I need a break, I need a breath. But maybe the adrenaline's kicked back in. He's ready to go.
I think he's got those retro Jordan cleats on, too.
There's quite a few guys out there with retro Jordans.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet. So here we go. Damiano trips down here to the near side of the field. Quick wide receiver screen to Regan. And no rest for the weary for this guy. And he gets down. That's going to be another Cadet first down. Heck of a play, heck of a block out there by Carter Weaver. And I want to say,
well, Colt England occupied a guy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you want to call it a block. But he made an impact.
And that's all you got to do out there in the open space is just get in their way. And then the ball carrier can adjust to how you're blocking them. So here we go. The Coach Walking Stick calling in the play right now. Trips upside to the far side of the field, Damiano and Quentin Yeager. And we have England down here to the far near side. Damiano on the rollout. He's way back. He's in trouble. He just tries to get rid of it, and that's good.
A couple guys in the area. I don't think that's grounding.
Yep, and he was outside of the box, so.
John, I just enjoyed watching Coach Walking Stick send in the signals from the sideline with the different play calls. It's fun to watch the cadets all kind of dialed in, getting the play call. He's running through a bunch of hand signals, and then they're ready to go.
Yeah, in the first couple games, I thought I could try and decipher his hand signals. Not happening. He's got a lot of them. And what they do is they go to the line initially, see what there is, and then that's a catch by Regan, I do believe.
Ray Morgan, yep,
Ray
on the
Morgan,
catch.
yep. And so what Coach Walking Stick does is, you'll see it right here, he's calling how he wants them to line up at the line of scrimmage. And so once they get up there, they'll see how the defense lines up in relation to theirs. And that time they just went NASCAR and went right away with the keeper trying to get him off guard. And that's Damiano to the left side, and that's good enough for a first down. That's going to be a penalty in the usual area of holding. So we'll see what the refs call.
That's Damiano just being an athlete there, making something out of nothing. He was dead to rights in the backfield, and I'm really not even sure how he got out of there. Could have been a face mask too, John.
Yeah, good call. No, looks like we're going to have holding. So.
Holding.
Now, that's a spot foul, so where that occurred on the field of play, they'll mark 10 yards off from there. So it was almost a first down from where the penalty occurred, so that'll bring up about 3rd and 10. And so as I was saying, maybe Coach Walking Stick will do it here. He's telling them where to get in position right now. And then once they get to the line, Coach Walking Stick sees how the defense is lined up, and then they'll look back over to him to see if they want to change the play or not. But this time, once again, they just go with what they had called right out of the play, and that was supposed to be a middle screen to Regan. Falls incomplete, and that's going to end the third quarter of play with no scores in the third quarter to keep the score 20-12 in favor of the Cadets. No score, but very entertaining once again.
We'll have 4th and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Yeah, this should be good, huh? This should be a good one. See what Coach comes up with here. And Union, I mean, doing a heck of a job containing Damiano. There's been a couple times this half, but for the most part, they really figured out a way to kind of keep him corralled at the very least, and to keep the Cadets from scoring in the second half so far.
You know, John, I was just thinking back kind of history there. I'm pretty sure that Carter Weaver's dad, Chris Weaver, did the same thing as Carter did. Wide receiver, defensive end back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
He would have played under Coach McEnroy's tenure there. So, you know, kind of like father, like son.
Yep. That was the team. You had Les Van Kooten around that era. You had Derek Hartle, who played at Wartburg with Aaron Stensland at quarterback, the head coach, the interim head coach at Clear Lake right now, Clear Lake Lions. Yep. Yeah, that was Coach, athletic director Norm was the offensive line coach. You had Coach Dan Bolts, defense Lance Keller, Coach Mack.
I just saw some of those current Wartburg players, Cam Stalzer and Blake Jansen down with some of their teammates. They play Buena Vista, our Beavers, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, I believe, up at Wartburg. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that they're going to lay it on us Beavers here. So
yeah, it's been a rough few years. I was just up there for a residency in the graduate program for Buena Vista, and that campus is beautiful now. I can't believe how much they've improved it over the last 20 years or so. It's right on the lake, you know. It's just and that football field, I went walking around down there when I was there, and that's right by the lake too. That's such a cool campus. Storm Lake's an underrated place, really. But yeah, I heard Wartburg, and so Stalzer, who else is over there?
Blake Jansen, Cam Stalzer,
yep.
kind of. I know Blake's getting some time. He had a touchdown in their first game of the year. They blocked a punt. Blake scooped it up for a touchdown. I know Cam's working back from an injury, so good to see those Cadets have some success up there. But I think Wartburg is ranked number 3 in Division III, so
goodness.
Really a good program.
I didn't know that. Wow, those Cadets getting some run early too. And I remember Ivan, the kicker from last year, is also up at Morningside.
I think he's at Dordt College.
Oh, Dordt, sorry, yes.
Yeah, and I saw he went 7 for 7 for PAT's last game.
Did he really? Yeah. Wow. Good for him. Yep, and I like talking to his dad out at the Los Flores, the Mexican restaurant in town. He's always updating Brian and I how Ivan's doing. So props to you, Ivan. Keep kicking. Doing a great job. Yeah. We got an interesting call right here. The backup quarterback, Harms, passes it to Damiano, who's going to take it back across the field. Looking.
We got a guy.
Got it. Oh! And they went for the gusto there. So kind of a swinging door formation, which you didn't know. Coach Walking Stick's done that a couple times this year. Another creative call.
I'll tell you what, these formations and plays are just giving me chills up here. I mean, you're so innovative, exciting. I mean, this is what football's supposed to be about.
Yep, and that's the thing. Walking Stick coach said at the beginning of the year, if anything, we're going to have fun doing this. So I love this. I love the aggressive play call. And so here we go. That's going to be a turnover on downs, though, unfortunately for the Cadets, and that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Union at about their own 32-yard line. Let's see what they choose to do here. Motion once again. Over to the left side. Handoff. That's to number 13,
We got a flag.
Justice Luke.
I think we got some holding there on the backside.
Yep, and once again, Matt, you were right. Wherever that motion goes, that usually 90% of the time takes you to the ball. And these refs are sure calling a tight game tonight. Looks like a holding call. Cadets defense is signaling. And you really can hear this homecoming crowd getting into it now, and it's loud here, folks.
And just here to announce the winner of the yard line challenge, Matt Simpson won the end of the third quarter for having the 28-yard line on the south end zone. So congratulations, Matt. $100.
Hey, there you go. And so how does that work? They put in kind of a...
So at the beginning of the year, you buy a yard line for $20, and then it's kind of your yard line for the rest of the year. And every time it lands on your line at the end of the first and third quarter, you get $100.
Well, there you go. That's a great idea. And here's Sorensen once again with the keeper out to the right side. No, I think that's a pretty cool. I've never heard of that before. That's a cool idea.
We got a cadet down here.
And it looks like
Carter Weaver.
Carter Weaver, and he
popped back up pretty quickly.
He's a tough one. He doesn't like staying on the turf long.
He's grabbing his elbow. You know what that means.
Yeah. The stinger.
I did also get a text called the swinging gate on those extra points.
Yep, swinging gate.
I think I was saying it wrong, so he had to correct me. So.
Yeah, you'll find. Yeah, you get tons of texts. You'll get some help. And there we go. Once again the defensive end gets pinned right there, and the Union running back finds some room. It's going to be about a 30-yard gain. Halachek once again on the carry, and there you have it with that defensive end getting turned in, and the linebacker's not able to get out there in time.
I was hoping for a flag, but nothing out there. So.
Yeah. Halachek, he sure got some speed to him. He's a good running back. He's going to rack up the yards in district play this year, that's for sure. So here we go, 20-12, 11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Almost looks like a false start once again. That's a keeper all the way by Sorensen over the left side. He's going to be brought down by a host of cadets for a gain of about 3 yards.
We had that bottled up pretty well, so we need a push from our line here.
So we have a cadet down still. Let's see if I can see who it is by deduction. So Carter Weaver's still up.
Is it debates potentially? No, there's debates.
There's debates. There's Damiano.
56.
Okay.
Is that Eli? Is there Ian Hernandez, I believe.
Ian Hernandez. So he's up. He must have just. Sometimes you get the wind knocked out of you, and all his extremities are working just fine. So good news. Pops up.
Back to having a trainer has been a great addition to the cadet program. She's helped out at baseball, softball, volleyball, football. She's at every sporting event. She is working her tail off, and we are happy to have her. She's doing a great job for the cadets.
And Jasmine Spears takes such good care of these kids. Really, thank you, Jasmine. There we go. Oh, fumble. Kind of like an option to the right. Wasn't sure. The running back wasn't sure if he was supposed to take it or not. And that was number 5. Levi had a check once again.
3rd and 15 here. 3rd and 14. I like this for our defense.
So we have number 51, a defensive lineman coming off for the cadets. That's Grant McElmurray. Seen some action tonight. And we just have so much action with these skill position players. I feel like I haven't gotten the linemen on either side of the ball enough love tonight, but there's so much going on in the backfield, out in the flats. So here we go. This is huge 3rd down, 3rd and 13 for Union. And Carter debates on the blitz. Gets pressure. There's a host of cadets back. But he threw it up. He threw up a prayer, and it's caught.
Incomplete.
Oh, is it incomplete? No, it looks like they're marking it right there.
I thought the umpire on the far side waved that he was out of bounds, but no.
Yep, and that was
had a check on the reception again.
And Reski just kind of got behind Reski there, and that's tough because the quarterback is running around, and you got to cover for, he's covering for 7-8 seconds there. Just got behind him. So that's 1st and 10 for Union. 9:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sweep to the right. Sorensen
have a check once again. Closing it up.
Wasn't there a NASCAR racer, Halvacek or something? I keep getting that mixed up with his name.
Yeah, there is a
Halvacek or something like that. Yeah, like, I can't remember.
I'm not a NASCAR guy.
I'm not either.
They only go left, so.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. They're very talented. On Sundays for me, it's the NFL. So here we go. This is 2nd and 8.
Hadachek's out wide here.
Yep. There's motion. That's going to take you to the ball, but it's not this time. That's a keeper. And Damiano's between him and the end zone. Sorensen.
Another first down for the Knights.
And so there you go. They set that up the whole last quarter. They go where motion, and then he takes it right back. And quarterback sweep to the right.
Yeah, Caden Sorensen, the quarterback's a really nice runner.
He really is.
They got a 1-2 combo there of Hadachek and is it number 13, Luke, and then quarterback Caden Sorensen comes right behind him for a third option. So.
See, I'm still watching for that Cooper Spore up top. He's singled up. It's almost like they're setting something up there, but that's just a straight quarterback sweep to the left, and he's going to get – oh, goodness.
Oh, he got it.
Nope, he got in. So Sorensen on the keeper. That looked like a keeper all the way. It's wide open on that side of the ball, so that's a score for Union to make the score 20-18 in favor of the Cadets still with 8:52 to go in the fourth quarter. And here comes an important play. 2-point conversion attempt, I would assume.
This is big for the Cadets. We need a big stop here. Knights made a great adjustment in the second half. We need to answer here.
Agreed. The Knights have really adjusted well on defense and offense. Cadets held scoreless so far in this second half. Let's see what they come up with here. They've liked to run just over the guard or tackle out of the previous 2-point conversion attempts. And so they go with a running back formation. Defensive line is going to have to get in there. And there we go, right over the right guard, and that's going to be a successful 2-point attempt to tie the score at 20 apiece between Union and Falls-Alden. 8:52 to go. We have a tie game. And what a drive with moxie by Union.
Yeah, number 25, Hunter Anderson, 5'11", 190 pounds, kind of their thunder to Hadachek's lightning there. So, new ball game, 8:52 left, tied up.
Yep, and I feel like the momentum has just kind of swung Union's way this second half. Cadets got to try anything they can to get back in that rhythm they found in the first half. And so we're going to take a quick break. Let you enjoy a commercial. We'll be back in a few seconds.
Complete your mortgage or home equity loan application online, or we can join forces in person. You work with the same local lenders. No matter how you choose to bank, nothing stands in the way with you and Greenbelt Bank and Trust.
And so we're back. 8:52 to go in the fourth quarter, 20-20. We got some Friday night lights happening this evening, so.
I think a kickoff to Damiano. How about a touchdown return here?
That would be nice. Yeah, they've kind of kicked away from him ever since that first kickoff.
I'm going to call my shot here.
Do you think Damiano's going to take it? I mean, they could do that where they fake hand off or hand it off, kind of the motion off the kickoff.
I know Walken's got that in his playbook. I saw it earlier this week, or 2 weeks ago in the freshman game.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, some reason that doesn't surprise me. I think that's a thick play calling book. So here we go. Let's see if the Cadets offense can muster an answer. Union found some momentum here in the third and fourth quarters. It's a deep kickoff right to Damiano, and Matt, he's got a chance. Let's see if he can get some space. And nope, they're going to, well, never say never. He's found his seam right up the middle. And there goes Damiano. Can he beat him? He's trying. He's down to the 40, the 30. He breaks another tackle, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That's going to be Jaden Damiano, the senior quarterback, defensive back, with his second kickoff return touchdown of the year. And Matt McNeil just called that return. And you see why the teams have not been kicking to him all year. He makes them pay for it. And wow, I'm glad we have that on film. I can't wait to watch that again. And there go the fireworks, and Damiano says, just give me the ball, dog.
That was impressive. I mean, he was dead to rights down the 10-yard line. I thought he was done.
I did too. I was like, oh, there goes that. And nope.
And then I thought he was done at the 50. They had him. Looked like he was cramping up a little bit.
And so here's an important Damiano taking all the time he needs. And what are they?
He got it.
That's a successful 2-point conversion. So Damiano acted like he was coming on the field, and everyone was kind of standing around. There was a direct snap to the running back.
Again, I've never seen that play ever. I kind of wonder if we had 12 guys on the field.
I think there is. So he comes on, and Damiano's kind of playing decoy down.
How many guys are on there? It is.
And it's so the center had the ball and then basically threw it out to the running back standing behind the swinging gate.
I think Damiano was our 12th guy, though, coming out on the field.
Are they talking about it?
They are talking about it. I don't think they're going to change it. They don't have the luxury of our replay, John.
Yeah, thank goodness. Because he was kind of halfway on and halfway off. I thought maybe they were using Damiano as a decoy.
I just kind of confirmed with the coaches they were using. Well, it was more of a late substitution, I think, is what maybe Independent or the Union Knights are going to kind of ask for. But there was only 11 guys on the field. But that late substitution kind of threw everyone off.
This is going to be this is a huge call here. 8:32 to go in the fourth quarter.
But let's just go back to that play. The center throws it sideways, backwards to a running back behind the swinging gate. Quentin Yeager runs over two guys for a 2-point conversion.
They throw the flag after a conference. And I don't really understand that because why is that an illegal substitution? I mean, he was still on the field.
Yeah, and they had a same situation down in their end where Hadacek came off the sideline and was running in late. I mean, they should have had the late substitution there. So, kind of questioning both plays there, but
I mean,
I have confidence in these cadets to push it in for another 2-point conversion.
And they called it good, and then they talked to the Union Coach Papasil. And then they conference, and then they throw the flag while both teams are lining up for the kickoff.
I'm sure this is the time when the refs are going, what do we call here, guys?
Should have played some Jeopardy music, and now they're going to march it off. A 5-yard penalty and make them redo it. Okay. Not a fan of that, but, little adversity. You got to be able to overcome this. It looks like Damiano's going to be in the shotgun with 4 wide receivers to the top with Morgan down here to the bottom. It looks like they're going to do the fade route to Morgan. Might be a little much, but he's going to get it anyway. You want to take away 2 points. You want to take away 2 points, Morgan will go get it right back. And they're going to call a flag once again for about the 15th penalty.
I think he's going to get unsportsmanlike. I'm sure he dropped the magic word down there. So
yeah, they both refs threw their flags, and boy, these flags are becoming a huge part of this game, unfortunately.
I mean, I think, for Ray Morgan's maturity level, just, hey, you made the play. You don't need to talk anymore. Walk off. The play stands for itself. The play does all the talking, man.
Yep.
Great play, young man. Now let's go win this game.
Yeah, it looks like an unsportsmanlike, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the kickoff. So,
But I love how Coach Walkinsick handled it. Hey, we're moving on. Next play.
Yep.
Let's go win.
Yep. He's very positive, and so Morgan will learn from that. I love the fire from Morgan, but just got to make sure that you keep it within the bounds of the rules. And I'm not sure what happened there. Morgan isn't happy. But heck of a catch nonetheless. And that was a huge play because that gives the Cadets an 8-point lead with 8:32 to go in the game. Just amazing resiliency from these Cadets tonight. I mean, you take the penalties out of this thing, and it's, that's probably 125 yards they've lost in penalties at least.
I mean, but kudos to this ref crew. They've been consistent on both sides.
Yep.
That's really all you can ask for. Really, they shouldn't be part of the game
make it a non-event and just be consistent. And so.
Yep. If anything, yes, they've been consistent. So, every crew has it there has a different way of things, and you got to learn to adapt as a team, because that's another factor in the game. So, here we go.
Do they go deep or they go onside here?
I think maybe deep, but you never know. It's a 15-yard penalty, so that's why you see the ball back there so far, and that's not going. He touched it, so that
big mistake by number 13. Unfortunately, he touched the ball going out of bounds, saved us 15 yards at least. Great kick by Colton.
Yep. He kind of tempted him with it. You want to pick it up or not? And so he picked it up, and that's going to be Union's ball at about their own 27-yard line. 26-yard line, excuse me.
Well, I don't blame the young man. He's got guys chasing him down. They're going after the ball. He's just trying to make a play.
Yep, that's a difficult position to be in. I mean, you see NFL guys not knowing what to do right there, too. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10. The ref's making sure the play clock is in alignment. So a shotgun set. Motion to the strong side of the field, and he gets outside of the tackle once again. Cadets trying to contain, brought down by a host of Cadets. That looked like had to check once again.
You just can't control that edge on that sweep play.
Yep, once they seal that defensive end, it's very hard for those linebackers to get out there and the safeties to come up and support. So clock is ticking away down to the 8-minute mark. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Union.
We could give credit to the Knights. They found some stuff that works for them. They've stuck with it this whole second half, and we've seen that sweep play how many times now?
Yeah, a lot. That's been their go-to play, and there we go once again in motion.
Yep, here it comes again, Luke.
And so does Cadet sniff it out. Yep.
Great play. Nick Regan, Carter DeBates, Weaver. Whole host of Cadets out there.
Good group effort. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 from the 28. And this Cadet crowd is right in it. Nearing 7 minutes to go in the game, and that clock just keeps ticking. Union needs a score bad right here, so let's see if the Cadets can hold them or not. Shotgun formation. Sorensen drops back. Has a pretty good pocket to pass
Regan,
out of.
We had some over-the-top coverage. Regan was right there. Nice play by the D.
Yep, and Roski, I like watching Roski. He's a scrapper out there. They only list him at 5'8", 145, and boy, he doesn't back down from anybody. He had the under coverage right there, and Regan had the over top. Nice play to bring up 4th and 9. Huge 3rd down stop.
It's kind of a big momentum shift, that kickoff return, big defensive stop. The big Mo's turning the Cadets' way here.
I have to say that's probably the biggest play of the year so far as that return. That was impressive. So let's see if the Union Knights punt it away here or not. Looks like that's a bobbled snap a little bit, and just gets it away. Damiano lets it roll, and that's taking a heck of a Knights roll down at the 5-yard line of the Cadets, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10, but what a punt. I think that was about a 65-yard punt. Wow.
So thinking back through to that illegal substitution, I think Domino's got to be farther out on the field, like inside the numbers there for that substitution to kind of happen, or to be considered not a late substitution there. So
it has to be inside the numbers. Yeah, I mean, he was kind of just, he wasn't quite there yet, was he?
I mean, you see a lot of plays on TikTok where the guy's standing on the sideline, like he doesn't come off, and then they throw to him. So.
Yep. That's why I kind of thought he was an intentional decoy, but I don't think he was.
I don't think so. I think he just rushed it.
Yeah, after that 90-yard run. And here we go. Cadets take over. 1st and 10. That's a give to Quentin
Yeager. Run by Yeager
on the right side, and he's going to get about 8 yards to get him out from being pinned deep in their own territory. And Yeager is limping a little bit, and he's going to take a seat on the turf.
I hope that's a cramp. Young man has been running hard all night.
And so it looks like number 21 is coming in. It's Andrew Bartlett, the junior.
Trying to see how the trainer kind of handles this. He's checking the knee, unfortunately. So. Maybe we can go to a quick commercial break here.
Complete your mortgage or home equity loan application online, or we can join forces in person. You work with the same local lenders. No matter how you choose to bank, nothing stands in the way with you and Greenbelt Bank and Trust.
Tough scene here for Quentin. Gosh, having a really good senior year. Homecoming court, hard runner.
Yeah, that's tough to see.
Not putting any weight on that right leg. I'm not sure if it's a knee or an ankle, so. And connected to the first down. Nice run by Jaden Damiano. We'll see if the Cadets kind of slow this down, let the clock run, try to bleed out this last 6 minutes here.
Yep, and Yeager's still getting tended to. And Jasmine Spears checking him out. Athletic Director Norm. So here goes shotgun, another false start.
False start Cadets.
I think we're going to lead the district in false starts, both teams tonight.
Yeah, we have enough for both teams. That's for sure.
First and 15. Let's see what Coach Walking Stick kind of draws up here deep in their own Cadet territory here. And again.
Penalty on the play. False start. Cadets.
It's like I've broken a record with all these false starts.
It really is. It's become an issue. And so that's going to bring up first and 20.
I'm going to enjoy watching this tape back just to see if I can find it.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be an interesting playback to watch. I'm not really sure what the big games are tomorrow in college football. I haven't taken a look at the schedule. Still licking my wounds from that Vikings loss.
Well, I think Colorado State seems to be a big game now that with the Novell and Dion have kind of gone back and forth this week. So I'm looking forward to that game.
Yep. Boy, Colorado's fun to watch. I really like, and Dion, he makes no bones about it. He is who he is. Yep, Colorado State, and that's going to be a fun one. And so we have a timeout by the Cadets. Coach Walking Stick probably just making sure, all right, we're first and 20. We're backed up inside our own 10-yard line. We have an 8-point lead. You know, there's no need to really to air anything out too far or take many high-risk plays. So you have the lead. If you can break something open, good. But make sure that you keep possession of that ball, no turnovers. Hopefully they can keep the penalties down.
You know, looking at games tomorrow, Tennessee, Florida kind of jumped out at me. That's always kind of big rivalry.
Down there in Knoxville. Yeah, that SEC is going to be interesting in the next year. Oklahoma, Texas joining the mix. So here we go. 1st and 20. Damiano in the shotgun, 5 wide receiver set. This is typical. Used a lot of quarterback keepers out of this one. There's a shovel pass brought down immediately by the Union defense.
You know, kudos to the Knights defense. That defensive end stayed home, didn't go for Damiano, played that perfectly.
And I believe that was Ryan DeVries in on the play. That's over by Appleton Parkersburg, so that might be a DeVries from over by the way. Rivalry back in the day for Owl Falls.
He's a big kid, so.
Yeah, very well could be. So here we go, 2nd and 22. Looking to coach for the signal.
Again, I think this is more about running the clock than anything else.
Down to 4.5 minutes. And here we go. Coach Walking Stick says, we'll go for it. And that's going to be Morgan fighting, scrapping for every yard he can get.
Oh. Wow.
And so there we go with Morgan. Where was the?
There's no flag. I thought he was out of bounds when the safety came over top and kind of cleaned up the play. I mean, nothing dirty. Just kids trying to finish up the play here. But
absolutely,
the way this game's been called so tight tonight.
There we go. 3rd and 7. Cadets right back up to the line. 4.5 minutes left. Coach Walking Stick giving the signals.
Big play by Ray Morgan. We'll take another one here, Ray. Here we go.
He is really kind of a big-time receiver, and there's a keeper option. Looks like Damiano is going to try and get the first down himself, and that looks like a face mask, and it is.
It is, yep, there's a flag. There's a laundry.
And that was pretty obvious. I could see it from up here. So that's, if that is a face mask, that means a first down for the Cadets, a fresh set of downs, which means the ability to burn a lot more clock.
And he might have got the first down on the run here.
And there you go, face mask, 15-yard penalty. And so, with Quentin Yeager on the sideline kind of tending to his injury, that's Andrew Bartlett in at running back. So he's working with Damiano in the backfield now. And
it does look like Quentin Yeager is going to be done for the night. His pads are off, so hopefully everything is going well for that young man.
And the beauty of being that young is you heal fast. So hope he's all right. Get some ice on it. He's going to cheer on his Cadets from the sidelines. Here's Damiano with the keeper over the left side. It's good for about 2 yards. And so that clock just tick, 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 tick. As Chris Berman used to say. Down to 3:40 left in the game. Cadets trying to nurse this 8-point lead and keep the chains moving, trying to get first downs.
Well, give credit to our big hog mollies down low. They're really finding some holes for busting some holes open for Jaden here. So
absolutely.
Give credit to those young men. You got their names right there.
Eli Hernandez, we have Ian Hernandez, Porter Isaac, Carter Debates, Anthony Ho, all doing a great job blocking up front. You see Damiano letting the clock tick down here, down to 3:15. Got 10 seconds left on the play clock. And that's a keeper once again. Damiano getting work in tonight. And see, that's a senior play right there. He saw he knew if he got out of bounds, it would stop the clock. He got the first down, went down, and that allows the clock to keep ticking.
Big time block by Ray Morgan on the end. Really, I mean, he had that corner locked up, giving Damiano plenty of room to run there. So.
He's had a heck of a game tonight, Morgan.
Knights take a timeout.
Yeah, Knights take a timeout. So 2:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. And so it's 1st and 10 for the Cadets. So taking a timeout right here means that they're banking on this set of downs being what they need to do to stop the Cadets to get that ball back. And right now, ball security, number 1. No fumbles, no interceptions.
And interesting enough, they took a timeout on first down. So it's 1st and 10, Cadets. Maybe they saw something they didn't like. Maybe their defense wasn't set. Maybe their guys were getting gassed out there.
Yep. See the brilliance of that Damiano and his senior leadership of, going down inbounds and forcing them to burn that timeout, which could prove to be huge as this game unfolds here in the last couple minutes. So is Bartlett and Nick Regan. Here comes Carter Weaver. Looks like they're going to substitute. Nope. Stacks formation. Carter Weaver in motion to the near far side of the field. And that's another keeper by Damiano, who has taken a bulk of the workload tonight, and that's good for about 7 yards. Boy, he's putting in work tonight, Matt.
Kudos to Carter Weaver. He came in motion, set that edge, got that big key block to kind of free up Damiano and open it up for him. So I did like that formation with Morgan and Weaver on that left side. We had 6'4", or 6'3", 6'3". I mean, throw it up to those guys, but
absolutely,
maybe that's next week.
Yep. If we weren't trying to burn clock, but you make a great point. That is a formidable pairing down here in this stacks formation. Good point. Look at 6'3", 6'3". That could come in handy down the line here. So, but Carter Weaver in motion once again. They're just giving it to Damiano at this point, who's going to go down for
the same exact play we ran last time.
Little to no gain, and that's going to bring up third down. Union uses their last time out. Or nope, they have one left after this, I do believe. So that's going to be 2:05 left to go. Cadets up 28-20.
Give credit to Coach Walkingsik. He kind of said, hey, that play worked last time. Let's see if they can stop it again. You know, oftentimes I think coaches kind of overcoach or overthink things and try to get too tricky, too fancy.
You're not talking about the Iowa State offensive coordinator, are you?
Well,
with all the window dressing he says before they get. But they operate at such a high level that, you know, I have no idea what they're trying to do, to be honest. But
I have no idea either.
But anyway,
I just hope we can bounce back against this Ohio team tomorrow, and
I really do
and
too.
really put 40 on them or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And is it Frank Solich still at Ohio? Last I looked, or he might be the AD now or something like that.
I think you might be right, the AD.
Yeah, that Maction. They're no slouches over there, so it should be a good game. What time is it? 11?
I think it's 11 our time. Yeah, 11 Central, 12 Eastern.
Awesome.
I'm just glad it's not on the.
Here we go with the Jalen Hurts quarterback sneak. They're trying to push Damiano ahead, but it looks like somebody snuck through there.
I think they got it.
If this is a first down, are they going to measure? I can't tell. That is close. They're going to measure.
They're going to measure.
That is so tough to stop. There was talk in the NFL of making a rule that you couldn't do that, but I don't know how you could outlaw that.
I think I read you can push, you can't pull in the NFL. I don't know what the rule is in high school. Obviously, it must be a very similar rule to the NFL. So,
yeah, that's really tough to stop. I mean, there's 11 guys in it's basically a rugby scrum, and you're trying to stop an entire 11 guys from moving forward. So let's see. It's going to be very close.
I feel like back in the day they used to measure all the time.
And they did a lot more. And there's Jacoby getting us the close-up. Nice job, Jacoby, on the camera work. And that's going to be a first down for the Cadets with 1:58 to go with an 8-point lead. And I do believe that should be, I'm trying to do the math in my head, 25-second play clock, so they might, I don't know if they can kneel this out.
One first down for sure seals it, but it's going to be
right in there, right close. See what Coach Walkingstick does. You never know. And so now that clock is going to start. So they could get this one off with about 1:32 left. So it's possible. That's going to come right down to the wire.
Let's just get a first down and seal the deal here.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Ball security, take care of the ball. Union is going to be run blitzing like they just did right there to try and create chaos. They have one timeout left to burn. And I forgot about that timeout. So, yeah, they're going to sell out on that run. You saw a full three linebacker blitz on that play. Not much Damiano could do with that. Boy, it's a tough spot to be in for both teams. This is a tense moment here.
This is why we play, though. This is fun.
Yeah, this is awesome. Nice. It's so nice to have Friday Night Lights back. Yeah, and thanks for joining me up here, man. I really enjoyed it. Makes it a lot easier with broadcast partner. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been really enjoyable, and hopefully my phone hasn't blown up too much and give me all the critiques later. So
right,
maybe they'll have me back. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what Brian wants to do.
Yeah, I know. Brian holds the keys. I know I don't check my text till after. But it looks like so these coaches are talking. They're relaying signals back and forth from the booth up here, trying to figure out the timing of this. I know this for sure.
A lot of math going on out there.
I know this for sure. You don't want to turn over.
I'll say if nothing else, Damiano, just kneel down.
Yep.
But I really like the ball being in his hands in this moment. I mean, he's the guy we wanted him. So
absolutely. And so it looks like, and our crowd is still live. They've been great here all game. Great turnout for homecoming. Carter Weaver in motion to the near side of the field. And that's going to be another keeper, no surprise there. And another run blitz by Union. And so that's going to bring up third down and about 25 with 1:16. The play clock has 30 seconds left on it, so that will bring it down to about 40, the low 40s for seconds with no timeout. So I think if this play takes longer than a few seconds.
Actually, yeah, they can really, if this play takes longer than 1 second, we're done. Well, now they just changed the clock to 12 seconds.
Huh. Yeah, they just knocked it down.
That was weird.
And so Coach Walkingstick's going to call a timeout with 1 second. Okay, so there we go. 41.2 seconds left. It's on a third down. So
it might have been supposed to be a 25 second. They read it. They did 40, and then they had to reset it there. So
I think you're right. Yeah, because I did see him flash that 40, and it's supposed to be 25, like you see right now. So they're gonna. If they don't get the first down here, that is going to bring up a fourth down with about 16 seconds left. This should be interesting.
Well, I'll take a 16-second play here.
That kickoff return was probably right around there, so that was just a heck of a play.
Is this one where you just run backwards and just run around and let Damiano just run a 400 low hurdles and
just run? Turn this into a track where you just go left the whole time like NASCAR?
I mean, he runs 44, 400 or something like that. 40, 52, 400 lows. Just go.
Yep, state champion.
Two-time state champ.
Yep, two-time state champ. This has been fun to watch him because he has had to deal with constant pressure in all three first games. So here we go, a really interesting play call here by Coach. He's just going to keep it and kind of burn as much time as he can. Going to go down on one knee basically, and that's going to bring 31 seconds.
40 seconds, so.
And it reset to 40 seconds. And if this timing holds, it's 21. So it looks like, as we stand right now, the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets are going to get their first win on the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time, opening Class 2A Division II football against Union Community Schools. And that means that the Cadets move to 1-0 in district play. Union moves to 0-1. And as Matt and I talked about from the start, this district chase is wide open for the championship. So the Cadets come out and answer after going 0-3. And really, Matt, both teams just played their hearts out here tonight. And I just want to send our appreciation to Union and Coach Papasil and all the guys over there for playing a heck of a game. That was impressive. You never quit. Neither team quit. Just played hard. I'm impressed. Union's going to do well this year. This was such a evenly matched ball game. Cadets happen to come out on top. And congrats to Coach Walkingstick for his first victory in the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets. Players shaking hands right now. You see Quentin Yeager, he's got his knee taped up.
Not a good sign there, but.
Nope, and we hope that it's just a sprain and nothing more. So we'll see how that turns out.
A big win for the Cadets. It's a new season, district play, whole new season. Exciting time. A lot of parity between these two teams made for just a phenomenal game.
Absolutely, and you see the the cadets, even though they're 0-3, they are still all together. They're all coming over to give Jaeger a hug and tell him they're rooting for him. And they're going to take a knee right there.
LEO, John, LEO.
LEO, man, love each other. That's what Coach Watkins did at the beginning of the year, and that's what they're doing, and they got each other's backs, and I'm proud of these cadets. I'm proud of Union community, the way you guys played tonight, and thank you all the Union fans who joined us. We are going to be off the air for the next couple weeks as the cadets travel on the road. We will be back for Jessup in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks actually, and Bandorama, and we'll have the live stream up once again. And thank you to all involved, and congratulations to Coach Walking Stick and the Allen Falls-Alden Cadets for their first win of the seasons to move to 1-0 in district play.
Go Cadets.
Go Cadets. We'll see you next time.